3 days straight. No time to stop. Durf and Deathspear have been at the front manning their carriage while you guys ride in the back and try to help all the survivors you can get there.
Where'd they get another carriage?
They own a caravan. Is this the part? Is this the thing you're going to argue about?
I mean, it was stuck in the mountains in an avalanche. I was just wondering if
they have multiple carriages.
Yeah, they own multiple carriages, and I feel like if you stole one from the town that's eating itself apart through gears, I think they'll be okay.
I mean, as long as you leave payment behind. I mean,
you throw 10 gold on the ground there.
I mean,
but Mitch,
they're the ones driving it.
Did you notice Magnum PI in that image?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, did you?
You're so funny.
Excuse me, sir. We're playing D&D, not meme and D. Okay, so fuck off.
Technically, we're playing.
Okay.
Wow.
Technically, we're playing a tabletop game.
Okay, so all right. So it's been a little bit. It's been 3 days, and you all make it to a town. You know you're about a day ahead of how fast the plague is going, but you know this town is pretty much in the middle of where this shit will go down. So what would you guys like to do to try to help everybody out, or just say fuck it and leave?
I'm gonna go check on the Dearth and Deathspear. Are you said they're at the front?
Yes, they're at the front. They haven't been sleeping at all. You guys haven't been sleeping a whole lot. It's just been constant running.
Well, I have a horse.
So we've come across a random town, and
it's a port town. A port town on the western edge of the dividing cliffs.
So basically, the town is with us, and do we see any boats in the port?
This is a port town, so yes, filled with boats. They don't seem to be. They don't seem to be aware of an imminent plague coming up.
So the town
well then.
Yeah, so you are a day ahead of the plague. What do you do to try and keep the plague from fucking this town over?
I go and find the town elder, villager, mayor, or villager, head.
You just run up to the most important looking guy there?
I ask around. Like, hey, who runs this town? We gonna run this town tonight. We are. Yeah, I said it. We are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance. I don't say all of that. I do ask them who runs this town.
That'd be Mayor Nanda. She lives over there and points to a very relatively nice looking house, but it's not the largest in the town. Do you mind if I ask why you're looking for a traveler?
We have to warn her about an oncoming danger. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm not doing my character voice. Yeah, mate, we have to warn her about an oncoming danger.
Okay, are you not going to tell me about this oncoming danger?
I mean, I feel like she might have an idea as to how to solve it. I don't think I don't think it's going to affect you too much, mate.
Okay. I feel like this might incite a bit of a panic, but...
So we're pretty sure that everyone's going to die, right, guys? I should probably warn my
silently
village.
Kill the villager. I don't.
No.
I mean, it really depends on if you panic or not, mate. Are you going to panic? Because that's just going to make things worse.
Is this a threat?
I mean, it's not. You're kind of being threatening right now if you're thinking of inciting a fucking panic.
Durf walks up behind you. It's like, sir, please calm down. Could you not incite panic amongst the villagers while we try to evacuate?
Why? Oh, God, we didn't need to tell him. There shouldn't be an evacuation. It's fine.
You like, turn to talk to Durf and then turn back and there's nobody standing there.
Oh, great.
He's Batman.
He's just like, you look around, he's just fucking bolting away.
All right.
So did we go straight from the town to just, running here?
We should go talk to Maya Nanda. Yeah. All right.
Does the town have a wall?
No, it's a port town, so it's all on the
Did they make the Mexicans pay for it?
So what it is... Fuck you. But what it is it's a crescent moon-shaped wooden dock covered in houses, and the middle is where a lot of boats kind of come in and leave and all that. So there's no wall, but it's mostly on these docks, and it's very small. Like, you know, you can see that some of the larger houses are probably the people who have a lot of money, and the mayor, you assume is just like a formal title and has nothing to do with powers or anything.
And there he goes.
Powers or any... Hello? Okay.
Hello.
Doesn't have anything to do with any sort of power that the mayor has.
All right. I still want to go talk to her.
Yeah, no, like, go talk to her, but I'm just saying that it's not going to be like, okay, let me hold a town meeting.
Right.
Unfortunately, there's not really time for that anyway.
How big is this port town, by the way?
Again, no more than, like, 500 people.
That's not going to be enough. Or, I mean, that's going to be too much. There's not going to be enough boats. 50 to a boat, that would still mean,
Again,
like,
guys, I have some serious
boats.
concerns as to whether or not my village will survive this.
Well, they're on the other side of the mountains.
Is there any way to send a message to them?
I don't know about that, Mike.
Because
We'll go
literally
back
all of my
home.
magics is fire stuff.
Hey,
Fire cannot
don't-
send I mean, I can burn some messages into the cliffside or something.
Don't worry, mate. We'll go back for him after this.
I feel like you're just being very patronizing right now. I'm very concerned about my subjects that I bought.
How far inland are they?
Us?
I don't remember.
They're in
village.
another country.
Yeah,
But
the town?
how far inland is the village? It's Aeon's village.
It's northwest of Nyla, which is the capital.
Yeah, it's in a completely different country.
But
It's a
there's
continent.
a river. There's a river.
It's fine.
I'm just saying, if we save his cultists, the worst we could do is try and save my villagers.
I mean, we'd have to go.
I mean, you
back,
have some
mate.
freaky deaky kind of magics going over these people. Just send one of your crazies down to my village.
Oh, okay. Hey, mate, come here. And I
You should
call
just get
one of them
one of
over.
the boats and send it that way.
Wait,
Go down the river.
you're calling one of the fucking cult people?
Yeah. I call over the biggest and the strongest cult man.
Well, it's a cult, so it's not like they've had a bunch of fucking training.
Oi, mate, you know my head missionary.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Your job is to travel to this town, and I guess, do we have any sort of, like, map?
Well,
Wasn't this like a 20-day journey as well?
well, the thing is, the town is nomadic. Remember?
Oh, right.
Oh, then they're
right.
probably closer to the coastline. So that's good for us.
Yeah, they're probably
Yeah.
dead, mate. I'll be honest, when we found them, they weren't exactly in a great situation, considering we killed, like, what, two of their dudes?
I mean, we
Yeah.
can't just assume that they're going to die. Like, we have to, you know. I mean,
I
they're
mean,
Aeon's
do we
people,
really-
right? Like,
I'd take Dresden aside. I'm like, do we really care? Do we really care, mate? Do we really care about this? Do you care about this? Because I don't. I literally just want to get off dry land.
I
Okay, well, that
legitimately
settles
don't
it.
have any way of sending messages, but I care about my subordinates. I paid good money for them.
Well, that was a bad bet to make.
Where's
That was,
my
that was
return on
probably a cruel
investment here?
purchase. Well, I mean, you probably should have stuck around for that.
Oh no, that would have been too much work.
Well, then you stop complaining about the money you sank into it.
I mean, this was supposed to be a low risk, high reward.
I feel like there was a lot of risk in very little reward coming to your way.
I feel like you don't understand the starting a following.
As you're arguing, John, whose shoulder you've been sitting on this whole time, looks at you and says, can we please hurry this up?
Honestly,
yeah,
it's still really creepy when you talk. I much prefer our previous dynamic. Well, I was the smart one and you were just the looks.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It was not a compliment.
Oh
like-
my god, does he talk with a southern accent?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So we're on the west coast here?
Yes, West Coast. Also, David,
Yes.
you are a merchant in this small town.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to sell your wares as you see a man talking through his sword, a pseudo-dragon, an Australian, and a gnoll all arguing about how they should evacuate the town.
Oh boy.
And I'm there too.
More that.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna
Anna.
walk around him.
So we should
Look,
just
how
go to
many-
Australia
how many
then,
cultists
right?
Did
And
you say
then
we had?
bar anyone from coming to the island.
You had about, I think it was 58 cultists.
All right. In addition to that, how many regular villagers do we have?
Let me roll a couple. This is why I had this set up like this. All right. You have about 50.
So we have 108 people
Mm-hmm.
with us.
Yep.
I say I'm gonna go down to the ports.
Like
Check out the situation.
yeah, as you're walking around, you see the people you brought kind of just diffusing through the town. There's murmurs and everybody's starting to panic a little.
Hmm.
Is there some kind of magic shop here?
Yes. It's a small. Actually, I think some magic items are sold by David's character. So introducing him now.
Is he a general I want to talk to an actual magic person, though.
Oh my. Okay. Yep. There's a magic shop in town, and the guy's
Run by Mr. Magic Man.
And yes, Mr. Magic Man is shutting his doors as he's hearing about an oncoming plague.
Oh, hello there!
Not now, please?
It seems that there is a coming plague.
Yeah.
What wares do you have for sale?
Take whatever you want. He just runs off.
Well, that's a good deal. I guess I
Any
loot the
better than
magic shop.
free.
You what?
I guess I loot the magic shop.
Oh my god. Okay,
I let John do his stuff and ask Reggie if he wants to come with me.
Okay.
Reggie, I feel like John and I are going to be strained for a while as he's this talky person now. You are my pseudo-familiar now.
Okay.
All these people are all making a mess. I want to try and find somebody who's like in charge of the guard or somebody who has like some actual like authority.
okay. You go to the mayor's house. I think that's kind of like the only lead you have. Nada's house. So you knock on it, and you knock on her door, and she groggily kind of opens up the door after a few moments. What's going on? It's kind of early, isn't it? Are you okay?
It is, but I'm afraid there's a bit of a crisis we have to discuss. It definitely concerns you and your town.
Are you robbing me?
Yes. No,
No,
no.
don't listen to him.
I'm just feeling Sheila.
Do you have a problem with Robert? No, never mind. That's not the point.
Of course you would have a fucking problem with robbers,
No, I mean,
mate.
why would you just assume somebody coming to your door and knocking is robbing you unless your town has a robbery problem?
Okay.
But that's not here or there now. We
I
have a
am
bigger
black.
What a tweet!
I'm not.
Okay.
That'd be a funny revelation, as if I'm just black Australian.
I feel like every NPC in this game has done this so far, has pinched their nose and just rubbing the bridge of their nose.
Well, there's also a horrible plague coming towards this village, port town. A plague.
It's
Pretty bad. It's actually less of a plague, more like a necromantic curse.
It's more like a rolling curse of bad. It's really bad.
Roll a persuasion check to see if she believes you, or to what degree she can get information from this.
I hope I roll poorly.
I got a nat 20.
Okay, good. You seem fair enough in the fact that you said it so quickly, and she looks at the people behind you, who are all panicking and walking around and quickly trying to get on boats. She looks back at you.
Just imagine a bunch of chickens running around a courtyard.
Yeah, just what should we do?
I need all of your stuff.
Now you're really robbing her.
No, I'm just kidding, Shayna. I'm just kidding. Second time tonight.
You pull out your bow, just all right,
No.
now I need all your money.
Just joking, but seriously.
Just kidding.
It's a
Not
big,
really. Just kidding about nothing, really.
You scream, "It's the apocalypse, bitch!" and then you pull out your bow.
Oh my god, no, I don't. All right,
Anarchy
mate.
rules.
So, I think we should try and get as many people as we can to form an orderly line down to the dock. Do you know how many boats we have in the harbor right now?
There's about 5.
Oh, that's not going to be... That can hold how many? 100 people each, right?
Yeah. I mean, 100 people could stand in them, yes.
Well...
We're going to have a lottery system to see who lives and who dies.
Yeah, it seems like women and children
having a lottery
first.
system to see who lives and who dies.
Women and children first, obviously.
I'm small like
we're
a
also
child.
gonna need some men.
So are you dividing out the people to kill them?
Well, we'll
Now,
need some
who do
strong
you like
hands
the
to
most?
stay behind and fight. We're
Um,
going to need...
Do you have any shipwrights in the town?
a few.
Oh, we can make some improvised rafts or something and get as many people as possible.
I mean, where are we going?
Anywhere but here.
Going?
Anywhere but here.
Yeah, where are we going?
We can figure that
We
out.
could go to John Demura.
We do not have enough time to.
John
figure-
DeMora's all the way on the other coast.
Oh, it's fine.
There's a river we can sail through to the middle and then sail out.
I made it to John Demura. Don't see how I made it from here, from John Demura to here. I don't see how hard it's going to be to get back.
You want to sail up the river?
I've
Yeah.
done before.
Okay, so what type of role would it be to try to organize fashion these people?
Hang on.
Dictator? Is there a dictator role?
Diplomacy.
Okay, yeah, whoever has the highest diplomacy, they can roll if they want, or...
I have
whenever-
a +3.
I have 16.
Okay, yeah, just roll.
Hmm.
But I'm
I got
looting
a
a
13.
shop right now. Sorry. We're looting a shop right now.
Okay, so anybody looting
I'm
the shop...
helping.
Okay, anybody looting the shop, do not roll anything, but anybody who's helping her try to round up people...
We're
roll-
looking for magical items. I don't really care what, but I have plans for experiments.
Mhm.
Also books. I need
Malix is
books.
here, right?
I got a 19.
No,
that
Malix
time.
isn't here.
A 19 on the
Gives
die.
me a
Okay.
32.
32? Okay, what did you roll?
Damn. We're missing so many people in this party.
What'd you roll, Will?
Hang on. I was marveling at how little people we have in this party.
So
I know,
as
for
of,
having 7 people.
I rolled an 18.
okay, you do add a +2, so that's 30. So that's relatively well. I mean, nothing bad happens, but you go, everybody, we need to make a orderly line to get on the ship. Now, women and and everybody just goes to the ship.
Yeah,
all
fuck that. I'm not gonna do that. That's ridiculous. That's fucking.
all at the same time. Yeah.
The plague! The plague is here! I see it! On the horizon!
Okay, now let's let the new character introduce themselves. Yes.
I'm sorry.
So considering that at this point in time everyone's going to be panicking, getting things going, I'm assuming that I, as one of the merchants and general people who are busy and actually do things in this town, would have come up and actually tried to figure out what the hell's going on.
Okay.
As they're getting arranged to set things up, I've come up
Yeah.
like, hey, Mayor, I hear you guys are looking to organize an evacuation. Here, let me help. I know a lot of people here.
Okay.
And I know a lot of stuff, so let me get in on this.
What
Well, I didn't think that would help.
What members of the group do you approach? The ones raiding the magic shop?
We're
Or
not
the one
raiding,
robbing
we're
the mayor?
looting.
No, I'm working with
We were invited to take what we want.
Honestly, it's not even like bad. He said, "Take, it's yours." So I mean, we have fair legal grounds here.
So I am going to the mayor to help figure out this shit while other people are looting.
Okay.
And I will, like I said, I rolled a 23 to help with my diplomacy.
I don't even know if I'd call it looting. We're just taking our stuff.
Okay.
I feel like at this point it's item liberation.
Pretty much.
It's
I mean, we're gonna have to liberate some supplies, because otherwise everybody's gonna starve on the fucking boats.
Okay. Thank you for letting the DM talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was the DM talking?
Yes, he was.
Which one's the DM again? There's so many people.
I'm the DM.
So, you do help a little bit. You help kind of wrangle some people towards the ships. They seem to be in orderly fashion. By the time the plague gets here, everybody will be on the ship. There's nobody that's panicking and gets left behind, kind of deal. But you still have. I'd say it takes about 3 hours. Yeah, so 3 hours. So you still have, the rest of the 24 hours, 21 hours now, to try and set off before the plague gets here.
We probably only need maybe like a 6-hour head start. Because I don't know how well it swims, but I assume it probably doesn't swim super well. But I think we should try and get as much from the town as possible, because we're not going to be able to come back and get anything.
Okay, yeah. So what type of role would that be? What do you think it is? Like, if you can argue for anything, I'd be willing to do whatever.
Shit. I think it's diplomacy. I say you take one of every dice and roll it, and if it's above 30, it happens.
Boy, you what?
I want everyone in the town to survive.
Could I use my knowledge religion to search, is there a temple or something to pull out everything that's of value or use?
You can use your knowledge religion. There's a small church nearby. Use your knowledge religion to kind of understand.
Well, I rolled a 29, so I guess we're all gonna die here.
Well, my rolls are getting one worse every time. This time I got an 18, so it's a 24 on knowledge religion.
24 plus. Okay.
I'm just trying to get all the any sort of curatives or because we're gonna have people on a boat in close proximity, then we could have a sickness problem, or it's not a plague, just a legit normal sickness problem.
Spooky!
So I don't know, anything that would help.
Okay. You rolled a what? Okay. You make your way to the. Could you actually genuinely stop that?
Okay. No, fucking dice.
So you make your way to the church, and it seems to be like a general faith church. There's no specific religion going.
Oh, non-denominational is the worst.
Yeah, but it's more of the people of a specific denomination
Domination.
Pick a god and worship it. Don't just be some wishy-washy nonsense believer.
They go there and they set up their own service on different days of the week. But you do know that usually they would have some sort of an individual would live here, and they would keep storages of food for. It just seems like a place where somebody can go if they're in need. So you do find some food, not a whole lot, but some food, and you do find some curative scrolls.
Excellent.
You find about, let's see, 6 scrolls of cure diseases, and one moment, I'm getting die. about 16 days worth of ration for one person, but that's still better than nothing. So,
Okay.
right? You want to? Does anybody else have anything they want to do? Because that takes about, I'd say, an hour. So now you're at 20 hours until the plague gets here.
Well, if we're looking at gathering supplies for everybody, based on my general skills with being a fisherman, a healer, and just generally kind of self-sufficient, I can make a couple rolls to see if I can gather some extra fish from any of the nets or anything that I've set out, bring in supplies or any extra medications I might have.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a survival check. But if you can argue something else, feel free to do it.
Profession fisherman.
Okay. Yeah. That's.
That sounds like a good argument.
All right, so let's hope I get something decent there. I got an 8. I literally rolled a 2, so that's good. Shooting
Okay.
catch of the day.
Yep. You find a single fish in one of your nets. Like you start flinging them open. You don't lose anything. Nothing bad happens, but you find a single fish that's won't feed a whole lot of people.
Fair enough. I could also throw a heal check out there to gather medical supplies and whatever else might be around.
Okay. What type of roll would that be?
The heal check.
Heal check? Okay. Just roll it.
Wow. Okay, 11, another 2. We're not getting much supplies from me.
Okay. What were you looking for exactly?
Any
Yeah,
improvised medical supplies, bandages, things that could be used.
You find none of it. You find nothing.
Yep, kind of figured.
There's not a whole lot of here's an amazing. So that takes about another hour of just searching, going through
magic
different
shop.
nets and stuff.
I'm not sure most of my other skills are going to be helpful for gathering supplies for us.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything they want to do? Because again, you still have 20 hours until.
I mean,
this...
I'd want to do stuff do we just get everything that's not nailed down from the magic shop, or do you want us to do rolls for that? So,
I guess roll what type of roll? Knowledge Arcana check just to see how much you get. Because again, this is a small town magic shop. You're not going to be oh, I found a fucking.
You can add my 4. I'll help.
A scroll of gate. Now we could just send everybody somewhere else.
28.
28. Okay. Again, this is a small magic shop. You find a couple. You find a ring of water breathing. You actually find a box of that seems to have carry it, but it only has 3 in them right now. So 3 rings of water breathing. They're for a medium creature. You also find a single scroll of Turn Undead and a bunch of magical paper and just books and stuff like that. It's mostly study stuff. So not a whole lot of anything. Their general.
This is why this guy said just take it, because he didn't have shit to take.
Well, he seemed to have cleared out a little bit before he ran out. So he took whatever would be most valuable to him. So he left whatever he couldn't carry.
If you see a bow, please pick it up.
You could take some books if you want, and I'll let you decide what the books are about. But it's not going to be anything inherently magic about the books themselves, just about what they're about.
So a magic shop only had 3 rings.
Again, it was cleared out.
Okay. Is there a library in town?
This is the library.
Oh my god, this town sucks!
Oh my god, it's a port town!
It's a fishing village with 500 people. I'm surprised they have a magic shop at all.
I guess we take the rings.
Okay, and again, I'll let you decide what the book's about. You're allowed to take some books and just decide what they're about. I mean, I'll decide what the contents are, but you can be I want, if there's a book about dragons, if there's a book about fucking whatever.
There is an epic 10-book series about a romance between a man and a dragon.
Okay. You get...
Is it a female dragon?
Wow, what are you, gay? Man,
in this verse, it's probably a male dragon, but it still takes Aeon's interest.
Aeon, discovering his sexuality.
And there's a book, How Learn to Love the Water. A Fisherman's Life.
It's like Life of Pi, but very.
Is there anything that is literally nailed down that we want? Because I have a disabled device check that's absolutely retarded.
Like, describe to me what you're trying to look for.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think if there's anything that would benefit us.
Like, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, there's a giant harpoon gun on the dock for some reason, but like...
Is there a giant harpoon gun on the dock for some reason?
No, there's some harpoons.
Okay. I guess we should take those. That seems reasonable enough.
I want to go around the town looking at stuff and also detecting for magic.
Actually, why don't we just take all the fishing supplies instead of trying to get because the nets and stuff were empty from the character whose name I don't know.
Yeah, that might be useful.
We probably met when we were at the mayor's discussing how to get the fuck out of here. But I didn't get your name.
Yeah, what's your character's name?
Finn is just what I generally introduce myself as.
All right. Well, since Finn's traps were all empty, then we can just pick them up and roll them up and get them on the boats.
Okay, yeah, you can get the traps themselves on the boat. Again, these traps are more for still waters. This isn't saying they're impossible to use, but these traps are kind of like set up like lobster traps kind of stuff where it's for still waters, so a moving boat might not catch as much, but it does help with whatever you would need.
Yeah, we'll just take whatever. I take all the fishing equipment that's available on the docks because we're gonna need it.
You take about 5 different like nets, just an assortment of nets. Kind of toss it on. That takes about 2 hours to just untie everything and collect all the nets that are in this fishing village. So you're about 15 hours left. What else do you guys want to do? Do I have any ideas?
Is there a general store?
Yes, there is, but it's a lot of like, oh, we sell food and different things. So yeah, there's a general store.
All right, we take the food then.
Okay.
Looking for like hard tack and salted meats.
Okay. Yeah. Just like, what do you think this roll would be?
And
it'll just kind of tell you how much you find, because again, this is small town, middle of the morning.
Intimidate, knowledge local, fly.
Knowledge local, I feel like would be better. Just kind of knowing like, oh, okay, here's where we would find the storage bins of meat or whatever.
Oh, I can make a check too.
Nat 20.
If I can help him out.
Nat 20 plus 11.
Okay. You see an abandoned cart just filled with fucking meats, like dried meats and hardtack. And a keg of fucking grog.
I feel like we don't need the keg, but the meats would be nice.
Okay, I mean, like, you can just, like, push it. You can have John push it onto the boat.
What can I be doing?
Yeah, what do you want to be doing during this?
I get my cult to basically try and help gather up villagers and lead them to the dock.
Okay, that would be a roll like persuasion, or if you have another skill that you would...
Alright, I can do persuasion.
Profession cult leader.
Alright. I was looking at perception. I was like, oh, this isn't going to be very good. I mean, actually, my perception's really high, but... I guess diplomacy?
Also, if you want to use knowledge religion, because you're using your cult, then
I can do that.
I'll allow it, if it's higher.
18 plus 8, 26.
Okay, yeah, you help round it up, kind of added on to that roll earlier. You get the entire town on the boats. There's nobody missing. That, like, has been, like, proclaimed by the people on the boat. You kind of go through all that. You have the cult leaders all go through different houses. Again, very small houses, so, like, you don't find anything like, oh, I found the fucking...
Attention, my people! The ways have spoken to me and have proclaimed that this town has been deemed worthy and must be saved from the horrible blight that
The anti-pit.
that hounds us. From the anti-pit, also known as the Clockwork Blight.
Okay. So,
Save these people, direct them to the docks.
so they go into houses and help elderly people or very young people whose parents are out fishing.
Don't worry, the pit will save you.
Don't worry.
Pitmaster Drain, Pitmaster Carter, he led us to you in all of his wisdom.
Okay. Have a -2 roll now, because that was terrifying. No,
All right, 24.
No, I'm kidding. So yeah, you help a lot of people out. Again, this is added to the roll earlier. You just kind of swept through, and you couldn't find anybody, if that makes sense. Like, you got everybody.
Okay, cool.
And this takes about 2 hours. So you now have about 13 hours until the plague comes.
I go up to the mayor. It's like, do you have any sort of like supply depots, like anything that might be useful?
No,
Just to hold up somewhere.
We're a trading town. The only ones we have are maybe some, government boats that come through. And she points to one of the boats that's obviously like part of the Royal Naval Guard that stopped here for some sort of resupply.
Well, that's the one we're commandeering then.
Yeah, and she goes, but nothing other than that. And then you hear a noise come from over the hill. It sounds like shrieking of pain and grinding of metal.
Oh boy.
So, from going around the town detecting magic, did I not find anything?
You find mundane magical things.
Awesome, I take them. I take them all.
Oh my god.
I
okay.
need this for my science!
Roll Knowledge Arcana, and I'll let you kind of...
He's gonna craft the most wondrous item.
Oh, beautiful. 17
It's a
plus 16.
Wand of a wish.
Oh my... So, it's a Wand of Wish. No.
I wish to be a real boy!
Did they not have like a guard post or something that we could hit up for like?
No, fuck you.
This
Damn.
town is mostly like, you help protect the town if you live here type deal.
Wow, it's amazing they survived this long.
You say that out loud to the mayor as like you freaking come from over the hill.
I mean, don't listen to him. I'm gonna go check out what that is.
No wonder why
I'll
she was
be
saying
right
they have a
back.
problem.
Alrighty, before you say anything else offensive, I'm going to go check out the shrieking. I'll roll a perception.
Yep, and so the magical items you get
Mhm.
are... I didn't really think you'd be this into it. Like, what type of magical items do you think would be in a
I
shitty
rolled a
spell
nat
tower?
1 on my perception.
I'm like literally just looking for random items. So if you want to just like I don't know, later tell me random.
You find a torch that doesn't go out, and it's more of just like somebody cast light on it and cast permanence on that. That's really all you find. You find some other magical rocks, just kind of that people had on them, maybe good luck charms, you don't know, but inherently they don't do anything. They're just kind of magical in nature.
This is not going to help advance my magical research.
Okay.
Throw it at the clockwork plague.
Yeah. So you look over the hill, and you fall.
Ow.
You don't realize that the hill, it's a very faint hill, but when you get to the other side, it's not a cliff's edge, but just more of like a creek going through that's dug out a lot of dirt, and you fall into the pond, and it's really muddy. And then when you get up, you see about 15 people standing not too far from you, staring at you.
Hi!
They don't say anything, they just shriek.
Oh, that's really annoying.
Metal Gears grinding their insides as they're just eaten up. You see,
So
like,
how about you turn around and go be in pain somewhere else?
and they start walking towards you.
Okay, that's not good. I draw my bow.
You're gonna fight them?
I'm gonna run away and fight them.
Okay, you draw your bow and just run like a
I
bitch.
move 20 feet backwards.
Okay, they're not going. They're not going too fast. I mean, they're like jogging towards you. So if you fucking bolt, yeah, you can outrun them. But they are a lot closer than you thought.
So as Carter is going to check out the noises that were obviously very bad, as soon as he leaves, I tell the mayor we should start like hauling up anchor and raising sails on these boats and getting
So
most
yeah,
of these people out of
you
here.
go to the top of the hill, look down, see a bunch of people. You see Carter really close to them.
Stop
then-
the plane! Stop the plane!
Okay, let me just roll something. Hey Carter, what's your AC? Or your
Fuck off! Fuck off, dude. Hang on.
you rolled a nat 1.
Oh, right. My AC is 18.
Okay, you just lucked the fuck out barely, I swear.
By like 1?
Yeah, by 1. So you didn't even notice one of them was to your right as she runs up and swings at you, but trips in the small stream you're in and falls down. She starts picking up mud and rocks. As you see her chest, almost the gears grind and pull it in. As you see like crushed rock and just debris fly out her back.
Holy fuck.
Probably fine.
They're literal meat grinders. Alright, we need to get the fuck out of here.
All right, since
You're the one that ran at it.
I
Yeah.
mean, you know, it's fine.
yeah,
These things have chests that eat people. God, where have I seen this before? This is so familiar. This kind of reminds me of Nier Automata. Alright, keep going.
all right, I haven't played that, but okay. So, you all just realized that the plague is 12 hours early.
Oh, great.
God damn it, I had to schedule an under budget. What the fuck?
Bastards.
Well, it's good that we managed our time wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, this is going to be bad when we run out of food, but let's get the fuck on those boats, huh?
All
Let's
right.
do that.
So, do you all get on the boats, or?
I mean, I figured we would be the last ones on the boats.
Yeah, no, you're some of the last ones on the boat. Some of your cult members have been helping, but they're getting on the boat as you run over the edge.
I guess I'm gonna probably be like on Overwatch this whole time.
I fly at them and cast Fireball.
The plague?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
There's 15 of them.
No, the numbers are growing, but the 15 you saw on a nat 1.
Oh, good. Good.
I rain Dragon Fury down from the heavens to allow my allies to get out of the port.
Okay, that's good. Roll an attack, and if it hits, I'll allow you to get advantage on a dex. Just roll like a dex thing to see if everybody gets on the boat in time.
Dexterity is terrible. Okay. 'Cause I will
But-
be obviously getting on at the end of everything as well.
Mm-hmm.
As I sit quietly. I got 18.
Yeah, that gets it. It wasn't that high of a dex save. It's more just running away from the plague. If you rolled a nat 1, you would have just been left, but
Hey,
you're all good.
Nat 1, your character's dead. GG Will.
No, I'm not.
Nice.
I'm not gonna do that. But you're fending it. Like, what's
Carter, no.
Well, I'm
What's
trying to
the-
fend them off with some fireballs from the air.
All right, roll the attack.
Alright, what is it? 10 plus level of spell plus int
Yes.
and fireball is third. So 19. 19 reflex save, I think, or something.
Let's
Actually
see
pull
what.
up the fireball.
Okay, they didn't roll too well. Roll for damage. Everybody else is getting on the boat as you basically distract them. So yeah, you helped with that. boats.
Click the banner for Hip Hop 2000. Over 24 hours of hip hop and R&B from the
37 on the first fireball.
Okay.
your own library.
How many did
And
you shoot?
I do it again. 4.
Outkast,
Okay.
Future, Beyonce,
34.
Kanye, and more.
Are you focusing it on everybody or just one?
As many as I can hit.
Okay, you get a cluster of about 3 of them.
All right, it's got a 20-foot radius.
Okay, yeah, no, they're scattered out. You can see that if you look left and right, you just see a wall of these people walking.
25 and then 24. I'm just trying to really hit the strategic one.
Okay.
Be like the ones that would fuck up my buddies the most.
So how much damage you do overall?
35, 37, 24, and then 25.
Okay. You singe you hit a cluster of 3 of them. Their flesh singes off as they shriek in pain. Revealing gears that are grinding, like crushing their bones and pulling it in. You see one of them's skull almost gets pulled in, turning their face inside out. None of them are dead though.
Bow before my draconic might. Wait, they're not dead? What the fuck?
No.
Whatever, I'm still maniacal! Is everyone on the boat?
Yeah.
Is the boat leaving?
Yeah. I mean,
Alright,
you can
let's go,
fly.
guys! Let's get the fuck out of Dodge!
So, what boats do you want to get on?
I want to be on the
All of
royal
them.
one.
There's 5. What?
I want to be on the royal one if that was the option.
Yeah.
There's a Royal Naval one.
That's
you
the one we
can get on it.
commandeer. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
Same.
So, and as you run, your cult follows you onto it.
I start
Oh,
checking.
hey, what's
crewman.
up? Yeah,
I start
crewman.
checking the quarters for magical items.
The boat.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You all get on the boat as the town is overrun by the plague creatures. The ones on fire just continue meandering around as if they're unfazed by it. You did damage, but you can tell that these things aren't hindered by fire as a normal person would. As you guys leave, the last thing you see is just the town, and you look left and right, and you just see the coast overrun by these hordes of people. And then something strange comes over the horizon. You see an amorphous blob of gears and metal and flesh just move its way towards the water and just suck up trees and dirt and mud and just add to its size.
Carter pukes over the end of the boat.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Carter just throws up all over the side of the boat.
Okay, yeah, it is a very disgusting image.
That's fucked up, mate.
A
That's
little
just
bit.
really bad.
Oh, quite.
It's really bad, mate. That's Jesus Christ. Hey, everyone get on the boat. Is everyone good? I really don't want you to become a part of that thing.
Yeah, you see, you
I
see,
hope.
yeah. You kind of take everybody, and Durf, who's made his way onto the boat, sighs. So I guess.
Hey, hey, Aeon.
Hello.
Can you light this arrow on fire?
Probably.
Cool. I try and shoot the big blob thing with my fire.
Okay, I will tell you that no matter how much damage you do, no, actually, fire it.
All right. Let's see. Take no penalties because of fire shot. So. Let me add that up. 13 plus 13, that's 26.
Yep, you hit it. How much damage do you do?
Well, let's see. 1d8 plus. Let's see, 1d8, another 1d8, and then plus 3. So 8.
Oh, you do 8 damage?
The 3, 11, plus another 3, 14.
Oh, no, it dies.
The big blob thing?
Yes, it dies from the 14 damage you shot at. No, nothing happens.
Okay. Alright, well, we can't stop it.
Well, not like that.
I'm pretty sure if one arrow didn't stop it, there's nothing we can do. I mean, everyone's on the boats, right?
Yeah, everybody's on the boat. You all did that.
Well, I think we're safe away from it, so let's get the fuck out of here.
So you see Durf just disgruntled and just collapse on the ground from just running for the past 3 days. He kind of he gets himself up, holds a wall of the ship, and goes,
That seems a little overly dramatic.
I guess I owe you guys an explanation.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Explanation
You and
3 days ago
Jenkins
would have been
over
nice,
there.
but I mean, whatever.
So I'm going to talk like this because my throat's going to hurt like a motherfucker if I talk like
Giggity.
Ooh.
the Warforged. And there was a Warforged in the group, but
He's never playing again.
yeah, the Warforged, whatever destroyed, when they are created, when they are awakened, they know inherently certain things, but none of them know what happened to the society that came before them, that created them, because they are more advanced than anything that could have been made in that time. And their name, they assume, comes from Warforged. They were created during some sort of war. That's partially right. War, in the sense that it's humanity versus a nearly unstoppable force. These the culture that created them was destroyed by this plague. Dearth, Deathspear, John, and Wigbet, sorry, are probably some of the only survivors from that. They were the heroes that contained whatever it was in that box. To understand the plague, you need to understand how magic and humans work. Humans are comprised of 3 main parts: mind, body, and spirit. Now, this is not some philosophical thing about what happens after whatever, but this is saying that the 3 main parts are separate things in a person. And sometimes they can exist without the other, but most time they work in harmony. The body, when a necromancer resurrects a dead body into a mindless skeleton, they just resurrect the body, not the mind or spirit. If you see a haunt, that isn't intelligent, that just exists on a pure emotional basis. That is just pure spirit. It has no mind, it has no way of learning, it has no way of changing. The mind handles logic while the spirit handles the creation of art and emotion. And that thing you just fought was just mind and body. And that never happens in nature. There is nothing that exists as a mind without a spirit. Whatever.
So basically, that thing isn't like completely real. At least it doesn't completely exist correctly.
Yes.
Definitely exists.
Yes. The research
but it's not doing it right.
The research that created it before anything, when the world was created, the world of this that the characters exist in, was created, Titans roamed the earth, and they were these huge beings of just fire and destruction. And the culture that the Warforged came from, that is now gone, they had a large scientific colony based on the bodies of one of these. And whatever research they did on that being that existed before all other beings is also the research that created this thing.
So the Warforged, it's their fault that this thing's running around.
No, the Warforged are just creations of this culture. The culture was mostly humans and different things, but...
So basically what you're telling me is that someone fucked up along the line.
Yes. And this is where the group is attempting to go.
Alright.
This island...
I guess we should go there.
This island, which is called the Sleeping Titan, or just the Titan for short, it doesn't exist like human bodies do. You know, they decompose over time, but whatever this is made of doesn't decompose by most organic things. It has its own special creatures on it that decompose it the way that it does, but this thing is basically a giant research vessel that has been hollowed out and just filled with different contraptions and labs and different things. And so basically what Dearth and Despy are going to do is take you there to see if there's a way to stop this plague. That's kind of...
Yeah, okay. So why is Jenkins pretending to be a mute? And his sword and, all of that.
He wasn't pretending. Jenkins did lose his tongue years ago, so the title of... John lost his tongue years ago, and so the title of the Mouthpiece of Shaylin was mostly ironic in the fact that he used his magic sword to communicate with people, and he was very much a man of God. A man of cloth.
Okay.
And so it's been years since he's had that title. And he has changed a lot since then. Let's just say that.
Yeah, you adopted a baby dragon. It's kind of weird, mate.
Well, he kind of adopted me, but we'll not argue right now.
Yeah. Do you know how to fix this?
Durf just kind of laughs to himself a bit, almost out of just uncomfortableness. If I knew that, do you think this thing would still be around 1,000 years later?
It doesn't hurt to ask.
I mean, to be fair, you don't seem... For somebody that's 1,000, you don't seem as, put together or...
Well, 1,023, but who's counting?
Sure, whatever. I'm just... All things considered, you'd think after 1,000 years you'd have come up with a better solution than just let it sit there.
Yeah, but look what fucking with it did.
Sure, but I mean, you had 1,000 years to come up with something. I'm just saying. I'm not criticizing you. I'm just laying the facts on the table.
Okay. So, I will... How many people are in the crowd? Alright. Now, this is not anything in particular. I just rolled dice to see what... Carter, you're having nightmares.
Oh, great.
The same nightmare you've been having for the past 3 months.
Oh, jeez.
You've just been seeing these metal things just kill everything. It's almost like a movie. Every time you shut your eyes, you can almost see that amorphous blob just come over the horizon.
Oh, I love this movie.
It's-
I like it when it gives me PTSD.
And you wake up thinking about this, festering in it, on the thought of it, and you just can't sleep.
Oh no!
Like,
Sorry to interrupt this, but the guy from Full Metal Jacket died.
okay,
The drill sergeant.
okay,
Yeah.
then.
Go ahead.
All right, so you walk up to the top of the boat, or the outside the boat on deck, and you see Wigbit leaning against the edge, his skeletal form just his cloak flowing in the wind. He sighs, then turns to you. Can't sleep either? He asks, kind of groggily.
Huh. Well, that sucks.
What?
That I can't sleep.
Yeah, he asks, like, you can't sleep either?
No, not really. I mean, can you?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I thought I had it. Like, I really thought I had it.
And which one am I talking to right now?
Wigbit.
Wigbit.
Yeah, the man who did run the pit cult before you.
Oh. So, wait. There was Pitmaster Willem,
Who
and then Pitmaster
was...
James.
No. Pitmaster Willem was Wigbit in disguise as Willem.
Oh, so Wigbit is the witch.
Yes.
Oh, right. Well, I forgot. You came back. Sorry about the whole killing you thing.
As we discussed a couple months ago, it's fine. It's just...
You really thought you had a handle on the cult, huh?
Well,
Keeping the necromantic spell at bay.
The cult, yes. The box, I thought I had some sort of handle on it.
Did you think that this was ever going to happen? Like, you're a lich. You were going to live forever. Well, not live, but exist forever. So I guess you were just going to keep it locked up.
That was the plan, actually, yeah.
So how did the box... How did you come into possession of it?
I made it. Like, I made it to contain
Oh.
this thing.
That's pretty powerful. Did you make that before you became a lich?
Well, I made it, and then I fed magic into it, but it just exponentially grew to require more, and then I realized that I wasn't going to be around forever.
Oh.
So-
Yeah, okay, I'll get that. Kinda shitty, though. But I guess it was less you and more of what the circumstances required.
Yeah, I do regret it, and I do feel it corrupting me. I feel different. I'm not the person I was before. But
Well, I think that also might just be you being a lich and not actually being a human anymore.
like, that's kind of one and the same, though. If I became a lich, I gave up my humanity to try and help people, and it failed. So why am I even still here?
I mean, because you want to be? I think you have some sort of duty? Feeling of duty?
Yeah.
That's what I think. Otherwise, you probably would have just... I don't know. I don't really know how liches, like, kill themselves.
Premium gives
That was a little insensitive. I apologize.
you can play any song on demand.
Is he glaring at me?
Premium free for
No, he's staring at you. It's mostly thinking. You can kind of tell. He's just being quiet.
Eh. Well, we just need to get to the Titan. I
Yeah.
want to figure out what these people were researching.
Well, they're researching this thing. Well,
Well, yeah.
before it became
Boy,
this
I
thing.
really hope that the plague doesn't get to Jormander.
At this point, I don't know. I don't know if the entire continent exists anymore.
Well, Jormander is its own continent,
Well,
but I
right,
understand.
right, but this thing, it wasn't this big when we first stopped it. That amorphous fucking thing you saw, the blob, the fucking metal plague thing. I mean, it did that, but it didn't do the big part.
Oh, it was like smaller.
Yeah, you could say
This-
that.
This is some fantastic dialogue. Didn't do the big part.
Like, ask somebody, like, hey, describe this creature you saw. It's just, it was kind of like a wolf, I guess.
Oh boy. Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm gonna try and go back to sleep.
Okay.
See if I can't get rid of these nightmares.
He nods and kind of lets you go back. Everybody else kind of starts waking up. It's relatively early, but there's really nothing.
Does my
to do.
dog also get nightmares?
Yeah, I guess.
No! Not Douglas!
So everybody else starts waking up. Kind of, what do you do?
I fucking go back to sleep because I feel like I've earned it.
I did it.
My cult saved everybody.
As you attempt to go back to sleep, a couple cult members approach you.
Oh god. Hey, what's going on, guys?
So, we just wondered if you knew anything about the food situation.
Oh boy. I don't actually. Let me talk to Maya Nanda about this. She's on the other boat. Fuck.
Like, you do... I'm not questioning you, but you do know that these ships... Like, a skeleton crew could survive a year on these things. A full crew, maybe 6 months. This ship has over 100 people on it.
I understand.
And... the food's just running low. And
I know.
we didn't know if you could do anything about it or help. I'm not
I think I have an idea. I'm not gonna like it, but I have an idea.
Would you mind telling us, or is this something...
It's
Or
gonna be. It's. The pit works in mysterious ways,
Okay.
young one.
Okay.
But I will solve this food problem.
Okay.
I'm gonna use summon small creature
Oh my god.
to summon a fish to the boat,
Alright.
and then I'm going to use talk to animals to tell it to grab a bunch of fish friends and come near the boat.
I guess roll persuasion?
Okay.
It's like, hey, we're not fishing or anything, but could you all just get into this net real quick? I want to show you a really cool magic trick.
Good thing fish are retarded.
Yep.
Yeah, they have extremely low intelligence.
So, you haven't said any much. What has the Gilman been doing this whole time?
Okay. Well,
Holy shit! The background.
yeah, I generally tend to be kind of quiet and shy with this kind of stuff, especially as, technically speaking, I wouldn't have had a chance to introduce myself to the group. But this would actually be a fantastic opportunity. So, you guys are looking for solutions to food, correct, at this point?
Mhm.
Um,
That's a 22 on the diplomacy roll.
Okay. Let him introduce his character and see how
Sure.
I can add that to the...
Okay. How many people are on the boat, just out of curiosity?
About 100.
About 100, but over 100.
There's 4 other boats though.
Okay.
But they're not as big as this one. So this one is kind of taking the overflow from the others. Not too much smaller, but this would be the biggest one.
Okay. So, for those of you who are with Mirnanda, you will recognize me. I'm a tall, very live character. I'm a fisherman. My eyes are kind of grayed over; they're a little blurry, and awkwardly enough, I have a fishbowl constantly hooked at my hip that is just always there. You may have noticed me a couple times, kind of mumbling to myself, looking like I'm just not really doing anything. But I'm going to approach you guys, as you guys seem to be, knowing what's going on. I'm going to ask. Gentleman who's currently leading the cult and seems to have the most authority. I can ask him, hey, I'm sorry, not sure if I got the chance to introduce myself properly, but my name's Finn. I was a fisherman in the village as well as a healer, and I hear we're having a bit of a problem with the food situation.
Holy shit, mate! You came at a good time. Sorry, what was your name again? Finn?
Finn, yeah, Finn's good. And this is Gilbert here.
Alright.
He's my fish.
What?
Yeah, I have a problem with my vision. I can't really see very well. In fact, everything's just black and white. So I have my fish Gilbert here. He helps me see things and lets me know about, other stuff that's going on.
Is there actually a fish
Yes.
next to you?
Absolutely. There is a puffer fish in the aquarium hanging off my hip.
What? Okay.
Think of the fish from the Adventure Zone, but a puffer fish.
Alright. That's a strange looking fish. I don't think I've ever seen a fish like that before.
Well, I'm a fisherman and I'm kind of aquatic. I kind of breathe water, as you can tell from the gills
You
on my neck
can
here.
breathe. Oh my. What? I hate to sound racist, but what are you exactly?
I'm a gillman. I mean, I know I look like a regular human being aside from, the...
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
I have trouble recognizing Gilman. It's not really...
Don't worry about it, man. But look here. I know you guys are having problems with food, and I do know a little bit of magic. And I could actually... I mean, if I expend my, greater resources there, I could probably produce enough for about 40 people every day.
Oh, that'd be great. I could probably handle the other 60, but we're gonna have to do something about the other boats, mate. We only have enough to feed ours. I don't know how many fish that one's gonna bring back. I mean, I rolled a good persuasion check. How many fish come back?
He comes back with a school of about... Let me roll.
So what's going on right now?
52 other fish. So 52.
Oh boy, that's not going to be enough. That's fine though.
So they're trying to get fish.
Oh, is it daytime?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
daytime.
everyone's awake.
If you guys are, I'm assuming this is a masted ship, right?
Yes.
Aeon shouts down from the top of the mast, "Hey, you chuckle fucks down there! Keep it down! I'm trying to read! Draco just told Stella that he loves Stella, but Stella's pining after Jake! It's getting really intense, guys!"
Is Stella the dragon?
Maybe.
He
Oh
said it was
my
a human
god.
man and a dragon, so Stella's
All
a dragon.
right.
I just don't know what's gonna happen next! Every page is riveting!
Oh boy.
Also, I need to wait for what's his name? Reggie to wake up so I can experiment further on him. After
That's
yesterday.
pretty guy, mate.
Oh, he's not sleeping, he's eating. I don't understand him. He's such a
Can we eat Reginald?
Reginald
Well,
can
he's
eat our poop though, so he doesn't count towards. He just eats
He's
out
a-
of the poop bucket.
And
He's
they
acidic.
have bones that they don't eat him a fish, and
He's
Can we
acidic
eat-
in nature?
Reggie? What's Reggie made out of?
He's made out of
It's
acidic
made out of
goo.
ooze.
He's made out of acidic goo. You will die.
Alright, maybe not.
So we've already done the flash forward a month, right?
Man, I can't even
Pretty
think of Reggie as like in a full
Alright.
suit of armor. I just imagine it as a big blob with like a helmet on top of it.
Well, a week after we were at sea, Aeon took one of the random villagers and had him help him lower Reggie down into the water, submerged under the water for a couple seconds, and pulled him back up, and then investigated what happened. And then he fed him one of the water breathing rings and did it again, and recorded the results.
Okay, the water breathing ring is made out of metal, so yes, he just eats it.
And then I lower him in the water and see if he has a better reaction to the water.
I mean,
could have used that. Never
he's,
mind.
he's not dead.
So, Reggie, did you feel better in the water or worse in the water?
Well, DM, did I feel better or worse?
Okay. Do they breathe?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
slimes
Their
breathe?
skin is porous. They breathe through their skin.
Okay. But I always assumed it was like absorbing oxygen, the way some insects can live in water for a bit longer than people.
I just kind of thought that slimes were big ball sacks with like mouths.
I'm essentially using all the magical items I got in my searches and experimenting on Reggie and writing down the notes and also reading my romance novella.
Okay. Something special about Reggie. Yes, you do feel better underwater. You feel like you don't need to breathe as much, or you don't require as much oxygen underwater. You've also been seeing things over the past 3 months.
Oh, he's actually at the stove making cooking chicken.
Oh my
So-
god. So, yell at him and tell him I'm telling his fucking story, and therefore he should better fucking be here.
Yeah,
Let
but
me actually just toss it
chicken.
on my TV, and then he'll be able to
Oh.
hear.
Okay. What
One
is
second.
what is Dresman doing?
keeping an eye on the fucking lid. I mean, I don't know how to fish or anything. I see you accidentally pushed the flip button.
You okay?
No, I'm not.
Fucking shit. Okay.
It's okay, guys. The flip button works.
All right. So, yeah. So you just bitch at the fucking Wigbit.
Pretty much. I mean, I can't really contribute to the food situation, but I will help ration it out. Since I don't really trust these other people, they're all starting to get a little hungry. Understandably so.
So how much food did you all get overall?
Well, like I said, I can produce enough to feed exactly 39 people, but if we half ration it, that can go twice as far. I mean, it's enough to feed someone, for a day, but if you half ration it, it goes further, and, people can go a day without eating.
Okay. So you collect so it was 53 plus 39. So that is 82 rations amongst over 100 people.
Well, that's 92 rations. If you use half those up each day, that's 184 people that can be fed. As long as they're on half rations.
Hey, I'm back.
Yay!
Really don't know how the other ships are gonna
Yeah.
get food.
Poorly.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, since I can swim and everything, I also bring some extra supplies from our ship over there and help.
I figured if we wanted to share supplies, we'd all get into like a big ship circle.
I imagine we're like traveling as like an armada.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
armada. It's again.
How many do you
not-
need to have an armada? Wow, that sounds way cooler than what we actually are.
So you distribute it out. You see some people taking it. You actually see, you see men giving it to their wives, and you see one of the person actually kind of came to you and asked for food. He kind of took his ration and gave it to his daughter. So he's kind of given up eating for a bit. And you see people just trying to get by. You see rations being distributed, and some people got full rations, some just skipped on their rations to give other people full rations, but that's amongst them. Everybody else was given a half ration. So yes, everybody on the boat survives another day. You're back? Fucking
Hello.
Reggie is back?
Yeah. Hey.
So Reggie, some strange things have been happening.
Ah.
At night, you seem to be hearing people talking that aren't there and hearing them walk around. Again, because of your blind sight, you don't like see people, but you can like hear them walking and can tell where they are and what size they are and stuff. And it's just they're obviously not there because it's just weird. It's not right.
Me.
Yeah. And this has been happening ever since you defeated Wigbit the first time.
Who's Rigbit?
Wigbit, oh my, the Lich.
Oh, that guy.
You just really, really want to hear us.
I help.
Mm-hmm.
With Spotify Premium, you can play any tune
I'm a helper.
anytime you like, even on mobile.
Yep.
Yes,
and
you are.
now
Yes,
you
you are.
can. Now you're just aided in breathing underwater kind of deal. Now that you've absorbed the ring.
That's neat.
Okay. Does anybody else do anything special or?
No. I.
Aeon now has a
No.
full, long white beard.
Are there any
comes into his
plants on the ship?
No.
Damn.
There's algae.
I talked to the algae.
Actually, is
It's
algae?
better
There's
conversation than people.
there's
Yes.
there's algae and some barnacles. And are barnacles a plant or an animal?
Pretty sure.
They're an
it's-
animal.
Pretty sure those are animals, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
but-
muscle.
Yeah, but like, would it be talk to plant or talk to animal?
Animal.
Okay.
Animal.
Okay, so there's some. You could talk to some of the algae growing on the side, or you can also.
Actually,
talk to
I'm
the...
gonna say I summon Nature's Ally the second to summon a squid that I
Okay.
talked to.
Oh, calamari.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, can you scout? Can you do me a favor, man? I really gotta ask you for a favor.
I don't know you, but okay.
Hey, man, thanks. You're doing me a big favor here. Can you scout out some fishing schools that we could,
What do I get out of it?
like? Well, I mean, I'll give you a share of the fish that we catch.
Or I could eat them all.
I mean, it'd be nice if you let me, like, I'll give you all of the ones that you could possibly eat. I'll give you as much as you could possibly
But I can eat all
contain
of
in
them.
your stomach.
I can eat
You
all.
can't eat all of them. You
Yes,
can't
I
eat
can.
all those fish.
Yes,
No.
I am.
Want to bet?
Sure. And
I'll
it
bet
goes
you
off.
all the fish that you can't eat all the fish.
All right, and just runs off.
Great, that was useless.
Top juice.
Why don't we just eat the squid?
Well, it's gone
Hey,
now.
wait. Can you wait, I summon it again.
If it's
Hey.
with someone's nature's ally, they go back when they hit 0.
Fuck.
So we have to eat
Damn
it
it.
alive.
I guess technically, if you bit into it while it was alive and ripped pieces off of it without knocking it to 0, I guess technically that would work.
I don't know.
By the rules, technically, yeah. But, also gross. So, no, I don't know. Not sure I recommend that.
Okay.
Is anybody damaged on the ship?
No, I mean, there's not a lot of brawling going on.
Aeon is running an underground fight club.
Oh.
Also,
Aeon's-
again, Aeon has a long, flowing white beard now.
An underdeck fight club?
I don't think there'd be a lot of room for that.
So the pseudo dragon has a beard. Now.
Just saying.
I want a beard.
You have to earn a beard like I have, dealing with all these fools.
Would you say you're a bearded dragon?
Alright, I'm out of here. Yes, that's it. I'm out.
Oh no, what a twist! Jake is gay!
Oh.
How is Stella gonna deal with it?
John fucking walks up to you. Have you been picking out of my comb?
What?
James, John, the fucking Jenkins, walks up to the now bearded dragon. Have you been picking out of my comb?
That is a serious allegation, mister! I am still your master! And he
Hey,
flies off up to the the crow's nest where his books
I mean,
are.
you could have it. I wasn't using it, but it's just kind of creepy.
Does Aeon realize that we can just climb up there? Like, I mean, nobody should tell him, but
Thank goodness I'm safe from all the ruffians up here.
Like, he's been going through my toiletry bag.
You have a toiletry bag.
I thought we had Reginald to eat that.
Oof.
He just looks at you that you don't know what the word toiletry means. Like, okay, we should be relatively close to the Titan. About half a day.
No, but I'm only through book 6.
I mean, you could bring the books.
Oh, I don't want to damage these. These are works of art.
Then leave them here.
But I don't want them to be lost forever. The sea, the boat might sink. I don't know what to do.
I mean, I don't think the people are.
I am terribly invested in this story.
Can I talk now?
No. I was team Jake and Stella.
We done?
But Jake turned out to be gay?
Yes, but he can still make it work.
I mean, they don't have to be like romantic
It's more
partners,
romantic.
right?
It's
Like,
less
that's
sexual.
right, exactly.
I don't know. Maybe the author had that, but it doesn't seem. This guy seems to be a bit of a dick. His name is also Susan. The author, that is. It's a really weird name for a dude.
Is this book going to be canon in my world now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is the foremost romantic novella.
Okay.
It was the most popular series in the village. Like, everyone's read it.
The very
There's
first
this-
book's cover actually is your background.
It's Favio. It's fantasy Favio. So, who all's coming?
And
What do you
imagine
mean?
most of us that are capable are going to be coming.
What I'm saying is, I don't think this boat can survive out at sea much longer.
No, it can't.
We'll just lay anchor offshore and make do with what we can.
Okay? I'm just...
I think we're gonna start infighting here sooner rather than later.
Okay, you actually see off in the distance a single... It almost looks like a group of spires off in the distance. They look like they're a couple miles wide and just triple that tall.
3 couples tall.
Yes. And after a bit of sailing, you all end up at your first stop, the Hand of the Titan.
Yay!
Oh, thank God.
How long have we been sailing?
3 months.
That's a lot of poop.
You've had a very healthy diet, as in very unhealthy and terrifying.
It's only been like fish and taste as gruel. It's fine. You can live on that. I mean,
Yeah.
technically, you had no choice.
Yeah. Nobody's gotten scurvy yet, but
We've got removed disease scrolls for that.
yep.
Thank God I haven't had to eat that stuff. Tack is awful.
You just had your own, like grove of oranges you had access to.
He has a little bit of a cache of food. Also have a ring of sustenance, so I'm pretty sure I don't really need to eat. He just does it more for enjoyment. He's got some
Like-
crunchy crickets he likes.
You do have that jar of crickets from the first fucking session. I assume that didn't last 3 whole months.
I ration.
All right, so
Ooh,
you
it's a
are all-
Wednesday. Wednesday's our crickets day.
So you are all at the Titan. It's a very large country. If you look at the picture, the purple spot, obviously where it is, but the yellow spots are different structures that were made by man, so those would be points of interest for you. You are in the hand of the Titan, so everybody's kind of getting off the ship and like just making camp there on the beach. Carter, one of the cult members runs up to you. Is this the promised land?
For now, yes.
Now?
This is where we will find the answers to the plague. This is where the ways have leaded me. This is where we will find
It's
the
the
answers.
promised land until another land is promised.
This is the land that I was promised.
This is the
indeed.
interim promised land.
So the pit spoke to you and promised this land?
Yes. But we are not to stay here. This land is just needed for our work. But this is not going to be...
But it's... We've been on a ship for weeks, for months.
Right.
We can't stay here. We can't...
We can. We're going to.
There's no
for
sign
now.
of the plague. There's no sign of the plague. Why don't we stay here?
Well, because we must save the others. We must save everyone.
But that's what you do. How are us just commoners to...
The plague
help you?
is... the plague. The pit isn't just me. The pit is all of you. The pit is nothing without us.
He kind of like steps back in awe, like, yes, sir. We'll make camp and just try to make do with what we have. Thank you. And
I hate how I hate how into this I'm getting.
So yeah, now the cult believes that this is somehow an important landmark in your religion you're making up as you go along.
Thank
I'm
God
just
we've made landfall.
bullshitting this.
I hate the ocean. It's so wet and watery.
Well,
So
time to look for clues.
So, Wigbit walks up to the group. Dirth, Despier, and I will stay with the group and help them and protect them from anything that's here, because this place is filled with a lot of...
Jews!
Yes.
Wow.
No, wait, what?
Wow, Jesus, what the fuck?
It's filled with a lot of creatures that aren't of Terrarian origin. Creatures that have
How do you know
spawned
that?
from the Titan. I used to live here.
Well, I mean, it looks like you didn't have to pay too much for houses. I can't imagine housing value is very high here.
I mean, no,
Are there any HOAs or...
It was a research area.
Then where should we set anchor that would be the safest place since you lived here before?
Here, this was the hand was mostly the trading post, so it would have the least of the dangerous items here and least of the creatures. So I would recommend we stay camp here and we will protect them. You have my sword, correct?
Yes, I do.
That is the object I am bound to.
Yes, we figured that part out, yeah.
Yeah.
When you didn't stay dead.
So what I'm saying is you can keep it,
Oh, I'm going to.
and you can use it to talk to me and ask me any questions or help aid you in the journey. And I believe John or Jenkins, he does air quotes, as you
I
call
don't
him.
like the air quote. That is his Christian given name.
Jenkins will be aiding you on this journey. So I don't know what we're looking for. You can go look at different research areas. Each part is different. So go where you see fit. And all right, I will kind of point out on the map what everything is. The hand that you guys are stationed on right now is the main trading port. It would have where all the different things were shipped out or shipped in. Here is a small place where it appears to be a small town. Again, you don't know what it is now, but it is where people lived and communed and would travel from and to get to their place of work. This is where they would study different biological components. It's a giant, almost like a
I'll be right back.
big what are those things in the ocean that they get oil out of the ground?
Rig.
Yeah, basically a giant oil rig with different bodily fluids. Wow, I'm retarded. Over here appears to be some sort of processing area where they would build things on the creature's back. The Titan's head is the main research area. That's where most of the researching has been done. And down here, it's not really known what's down on the hip.
But he lived here.
Well, right, but he wasn't given access to that information.
He had 1,000 years! This guy's fucking worthless.
I mean, yeah, you could have 1,000 years, but, you know, if you're only given a sheet of paper with the certain things described on it, you know, he couldn't...
This guy is using his time as an immortal very poorly.
Well, okay, he was fucking stationed here years ago. He went away to contain it and had to watch over the box every day, so he didn't have a lot of time to travel to the Titan and just explore.
I'm just saying. Very poor use of his time as an immortal.
Yeah. So...
Maybe if he was going to be that poor as an immortal, maybe he shouldn't have become a lich. Maybe he should have just fucking died and lived a normal life like a normal person.
Brutal.
Okay, so as the DM, I will kind of allow you to discuss amongst yourselves and figure out where to go. What's the most interesting course of action you guys think you should take?
I would like to hit up the port area and try to get our people secured so they don't fucking die.
Okay.
Like, even if there's like a building that we can set them up in, or like a port where you can set them.
Yes, there are buildings in the port area. Again, the whole hand was like a port thing. Where you are is kind of on the edge, on the sand. If you can call it sand, it's squishy and sponge-like, and kind of you can't reach down and grab it. It's almost as if like when you try to scoop it up like sandwood, it's just one big object. It squishes in your... Yeah, fleshy.
Gross.
Can Reginald eat it?
Reginald can eat it.
Well,
So
Reggie, you can dig it straight to the center of the Titan.
So,
Like he's hungry.
so the hand is mostly where the trading went. It's where all the just passing of goods happened, and then those goods went to the ports, which went out. So that would be the trading post. If anything were to be shipped in or out of the Titan, that's where they would be.
So how long do you think it's going to take us to get there?
It would be about a day's travel to get settled in there, and then maybe 2 days travel to get to any of the other places.
All right. So I'm assuming we're kind of just going to leave these guys on the coast.
Well, Dresman discussed leaving them in the trading area, which is in the hand.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. I go over, like, have all the ships landed?
Yes, all the ships have landed.
How many casualties do we have?
None so far. A lot of sickly passengers, but none have.
Okay. I take, I guess Mayor Nanja is going to be leading the regular folk. I go up to, I guess, whoever my right-hand man would be in leading the cult.
Who? Name them. Name them.
I go over to Whitbit is his name?
Wigbit is
Wigbit.
is also going to be helping these cult members
Yeah.
settle
Oi,
down
mate.
here.
Who do you think was the most responsible? I guess, you know what? Pitmaster Willem. He's still with us, right?
No, remember Willem was... Yes, Willem is on the boat.
Yeah. I go up to Pitmaster Willem.
Well, he's not the pit master. He was...
I know. I'm gonna call him fucking... fine, Willem. I go up to Willem.
Okay. Yeah? What do you want?
I need your help. I need your help.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to leave for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not entirely worried about the cult. They've got Wigbit and they've got Maya Nanja. I need you to take my place for a few days.
No.
Oh, come on, man.
No. Like,
You're
no.
really good at this.
One, they think I'm dead.
Oh, do
That's
they?
Yeah, that's the whole reason you became the cult leader, remember?
I mean, you could just pretend to be someone else.
The pit gives and the pit takes.
What's your
I can-
disguise rating?
Not good. I
Oh.
didn't know I would be at this point.
Damn it. Well, okay, you led the pit for a little. You led the cult for a little while. Who would you say is the most responsible out of all of them?
No, I didn't lead the pit at all. I was in the dungeon for the whole time.
I thought Pitmaster. I thought he was the Pitmaster, and then he took the place.
No. I tried to fucking uncover the scheme going on, and I was locked away in a
Oh,
dungeon
boy.
for a few years.
Well, shit.
I have no idea who any of
Alright.
these people are. It's been 3
Oh,
months and I've
no.
been staying away from them in their creepy ass white robes.
I thought he was actually a part of the cult.
No, God no.
Oh well, okay.
We
Well
really
then,
should've
you
put you
chill
on a
out
different
here.
boat.
Yeah, we really should have. We're just gonna. You're just gonna chill out here, all right?
Yeah, okay.
I go back.
That was my plan.
I go back and I go up to Wigbit and I ask Wigbit, "Hi, who would you say is the most responsible out of the members of the cult?"
Me?
Okay, but I don't think they're gonna follow you.
Why not?
Well, I mean, for one thing, you're a lich, and I did kind of tell them that you were a false prophet.
Well, how about this? And he polymorphs into you.
Oh, that's really good, Mike.
Oh yeah, he can do that.
Shit, that's pretty good. All right. Guess I don't have to tell them that I'll be leaving for a few days and have a heartfelt speech with my number two,
I
who,
mean,
who has everything to prove. Could have made for some good dialogue, but you know what? Your
No, I
polymorph
mean-
spell just cleared that right up.
I could polymorph into someone else.
I'll take over for you.
I'm not leaving you in charge, Reggie.
Reggie, you're coming with us. If we
Oh,
have things
I'm
to
going
eat,
with you
we need you to
guys.
eat them. We find more magics. I have books here that I need to
I
write in.
fucking love Reggie so much.
We are not
Reggie.
in charge of.
Ah,
the
here
last
it
time
is.
he was in
Book
charge
of what
the
Reggie eats.
That was souls.
Reggie, do you think I'm doing a good job as the cult leader?
Reggie, you do not have to answer that. Don't enable
Reggie,
it.
what if I told you I was doing a terrible job as the cult leader?
You're awful.
Fucking love Reggie.
So,
Alright. Good to
so,
see we're on the same page.
so you don't trust me?
No, I trust you.
No, we
I
don't
just-
trust. Yes, we trust you.
No, we trust you. It's just,
Not at all.
well, I mean, he doesn't. But I trust you to keep track of the people for a few days while I'm
I mean,
gone.
I entrust you with my item. Like, I trust you
Yeah,
completely.
because we took it off your corpse after we killed you again.
You don't think I can take it back?
I honestly
Uh,
don't believe that. I mean, we killed you once. We could probably just kill you again and then destroy
I'm sure
this
we could
object.
just kill you again.
Let's all remember who was the one to deal the finishing blow. Me, thank you. So,
No, you didn't. It was
really, I don't
Dresman.
remember it that way.
Dresman.
No, I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. I think it was me. Actually, I think it was my dog. All right, Douglas, come here, boy. Come here. Come here. Who's a good boy?
We
Who's a
haven't
good
eaten
boy?
Douglas yet?
I would have killed all of you if you had eaten Douglas. Like if I had woken up one morning and Douglas's dead corpse was just like
Oh, wait,
lying
I thought we
there.
had a Korean
like half
barbecue
eaten.
night. What did we cook then?
Did we not? I guess we cooked someone else's dog because I know it wasn't
That's
Douglas.
terrible.
I mean, hey, you know, survival of the fittest, mate.
I mean, I
Dogs
can.
don't even have a developed cerebral cortex.
I believe that if you guys just leave me in charge of this group again, we don't have anywhere to go. It's
I
not
mean,
like
I'm
we can-
just throwing this out
I
there.
mean,
Last time you ran this group, you
Dresmond,
killed
to
them
be
one by
honest,
one.
there's no more pit for
Yeah.
him to sacrifice them to.
I'm sure he could come up with something horrible.
Well,
I mean, he
could
had
dig a
1,000
hole.
years, and the best he could come up with was a hole in the ground.
Well, I mean, I had to watch the hole in the ground. I couldn't.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't
know.
research
It was real fast.
look, Dresmond, we're going to be gone for 3 days.
I
Jared,
know, and in
that's
3 days we're
yeah.
gonna lose all these people.
Is it really that much of a
Alright,
loss,
look.
though? What we should be
Look.
talking about is my village that is probably wiped out. I paid
Alright,
good money
Dresmond,
for
if it
them.
really makes you uncomfortable, I can figure out someone else to take my place interim. I mean, he's still going to be here, you know,
Yeah, no,
just
I'm-
hanging out.
I'm gonna be with the cult the whole time, but if you don't want me to touch it, and he puts his hand up in the air in a defensive, like, I won't touch it. I won't even.
I believe him, mate. He doesn't really have that much power without his phylactery.
I mean, I do. It's not like it's my magic item I cast my
You're
spells.
not
with.
Yeah,
helping
but-
your case here, buddy.
Yeah, but I mean, we can just kind of destroy it if you kill all the people,
Exactly.
which I doubt you're gonna do. I mean, you could have done it already. It's not like seriously. You could have done it on the boat, and then we would have just killed you. with
Yeah.
The phylactery. It's
I mean,
not like if we leave for 3 days and come back and everybody's dead and we break the phylactery. It's not like the situation has changed at all.
No, I mean, it'll make
Except
me
for
immortal.
the fact that everybody's dead.
It'll make me
I mean,
immortal.
they could have been dead already.
They
I'm just
could-
saying, if he wanted to kill them, he would have done it already.
I mean, I don't think he wants to kill them, but since the best idea he came up with for stopping the plague last time was to just kill a bunch of people.
Well,
I mean-
that ship's kind of gone and sailed away, mate.
Sure, until everybody
Quite
starts going, "Oh, we're
literally.
hungry. Oh, I know what to do. We'll just eat people."
You know what? I didn't think
Wait,
of
you
that.
can eat
Tell me
people?
you're smarter than that. Tell me you're not going to start sacrificing people to feed to each other.
What kind of spices
No.
would you use?
God, no. I
Would
mean,
it be like a pork
I mean, we have
rub?
perfectly good hunters here, and I'm pretty
Or
sure
more
there's
like
wildlife
steak
on this
seasoning,
thing.
just salt and
I'm
pepper,
get-
or
I mean,
a bit
I-
of lemon.
I gave you my items so that you'd be able to contact me.
Maybe a nice red wine? I don't
Dave.
know. This is something that bears researching.
I don't think you
Look.
gave us anything.
Dresmond, I say we just leave him here.
I mean, somebody's gonna watch the cult, and if you don't want me to touch it, I can go back on the ship.
Yeah,
and
worst
wait.
comes to worst, I just lose this fucking cult that's been bothering me for the last 4 months. I mean, you do what you want. As of right now, I'm putting him in charge. It's
Oh,
my
no.
cult.
If you guys are uncomfortable, I won't be in charge. I don't have to be in
I mean, you
charge.
did a job the first time.
It
I
was
won't
a
necessarily
job.
call it a good job.
I could polymorph into somebody else. I don't have to pretend. to be-
Polymorph into, well, no, I killed
Why don't you
Pitmaster
polymorph
James.
into somebody with a bit of moral compass? Just a little
Oh,
bit.
Pitmaster, polymorph into, Reggie.
Reggie.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hi!
Hi.
Oh my god, I really want to somehow make Reggie the interim cult leader. He just solves all the problems by, like, basically, like, having the cult members shit into his mouth for food.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Jesus,
What the
man,
fuck,
what the
man?
fuck are you into?
So
I know the man playing
That's just
Reggie
what-
is German.
That's just
but-
what we come back to. Is all the cult leaders just feeding him shit.
I'm just gonna go back on the boat, and you can handle this because it seems that I'm not wanted here.
God damn it, Dresmond.
He's
mean,
not
I
We
don't
wanted.
need somebody to lead the. We need somebody to lead the cult.
Let's take him with
not
us.
taking it. Oh god damn it! I don't want to.
I mean,
It's like 50 people.
You have to take
Has
them
the
to
cult
the
been growing?
no, but you can take them
Okay.
to the palm, the hand.
All right.
You're still about a couple hours like travel to get there.
All right. You know what? I'll take him to the hand and I'll tell him this. All right, guys. Look, I've got to leave for a couple of days. The pit commands it. Just a few. And I'm kind of like talking to them all. In the meantime, go about your worship and your practices as you normally would.
But I thought the pit was in all of us. Why does it
It
command you
is.
specifically?
Well, the pit needs an avatar. The pit is I wouldn't say the pit is in all of us, more like it needs all of us to survive.
Those are your
It
little
needs
words.
our love and worship in order to exist. But it also needs someone to be able to tell its leaders what to do. And right now it doesn't want the world to end, so it's using me.
Okay.
So I need to go further into this Titan,
Okay.
which I guess this is what this land is
So
a
should we
fallen old one.
Should we sacrifice people? You know, to
Since
help
when have you ever started sacrificing people?
I don't. You said something
We've
about
never
sacrificing
sacrificed
earlier.
people. I literally never said that. I don't know where you're putting words in my mouth, mate. Listen, no sacrificing. Go about your worship as you normally would. No sacrificing, no eating each other. If I come back and see one person dead and one of you killed that person, I'll be mad. I will be very angry, and so will the pit.
So 2 people.
I swear to God. You know what? You're going to be the first to die. You're going to be the first, mate.
Yeah, he gets to sacrifice himself to the pit.
Yeah, please don't do that. Please don't sacrifice yourself.
Okay.
No sacrifices. 0. None. Nada.
Okay.
God, the pit isn't fucking one of those weirdo gods that demands human sacrifices and suffering and pain and blood. The pit just wants you to be happy.
What if I'm happy sacrificing people? Then
we don't really have a place for you in the pit.
I don't want to. I'm just being the anti-pit's advocate right now. Like.
Hang on a second, I gotta take a second to fucking... Alright, mate. Who here is happy with killing people?
Nobody.
I want a show of hands. No one raises their hands?
Just
okay,
Reggie.
You don't count. Alright, everyone except Reggie, stay here. Don't murder each other. Glory be to the pit. Alright?
Okay.
How's that sound?
I thought you were taking us to the depot or whatever.
Oh, I thought we were at the depot.
No, you're on the beach.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right. We'll head to the depot.
Okay.
Your cult leader's a bit of an idiot, isn't he?
The pit works in mysterious ways.
I heard that.
I didn't say anything.
The fucking pit.
So
the Father, the Son, and the Holy Pit.
So, just a question: are we to be unquestioning to the pit? Like
unquestioning?
Yeah, unquestioningly follow.
Well, I've been doing it, and it seems to work pretty well. So yeah, unquestioning.
So we do everything you say exactly to the letter, or they're not allowed to be part of our religion.
I would say run it. I would say run your plans by me first.
Okay.
Just to make sure, so I can confer with the pit.
Okay. My plans are to make it so they have to follow your word to the letter, or they're not allowed to be part of our religion.
And what would they do if they're not a part of their religion?
They would burn in the anti-pit.
Oh God!
I'm just gonna detect evil while this conversation's going on. Just
no, neither of them are evil. Just one really dumb, like extremely religious dude trying to get information out of somebody who believes can talk to his god.
All right, let me tell you this, mate. And I kind of pull him aside. The pit loves everyone, but the pit also understands that a lot of people don't see eye to eye with it. They see it as strange, but the pit thinks that's okay because it loves those people too, and it wants to save them anyways. So whether the people believe in the pit or not, they're still a part of us.
So we have to drag them into the pit.
We don't have to drag them into anything, mate.
Wait, so we let them worship the anti-pit?
They're not worshipping the anti-pit. I'm pretty sure if they don't know what the pit is, then they probably don't know what the anti-pit is either.
So if we tell them what the pit is, then they're worshipping the anti-pit, and then we can throw them in the pit.
I mean, first off, mate, the pit's all the way back in the old country.
We can dig
How
a
are
new
you gonna
pit.
throw them into a pit? No, don't dig a new pit, mate. The pit is within our hearts, and
So
it
if
will
we
be
all
with us
dig a
wherever
pit-
we
If we
go.
all dig a pit, that'll be the new pit.
No, it does. There's only one pit, mate.
Okay, and where is it?
It's back in the old country.
So we have to go back
That
to the
is-
old country and worship the pit.
Well, yeah, but not right now, because right now we have business on the Holy Land.
This is the Holy Land? And he gets all
Yeah.
excited.
I mean, I said that already, didn't I? This is the promised land that the pit showed me.
Oh, this is so this is where the new pit will be created. This is the promised land.
No, this is the land where the pit guided me. That
So
holds
we
the
wa-
key to our salvation.
We walk on hollowed ground?
Currently, yes.
And he just seems in awe and forgot the entire conversation they just had as he walks to the group. Everybody! This is the Holy Land! He shouts to the group and everybody starts cheering.
I'm gonna have to.
All
tell a lot
right.
of
I
people.
clap.
All right. Now I need you to understand something. There will be no killing on hallowed ground.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Whether
sir.
they worship the anti-pit, or if they don't worship the pit, or if they worship the pit, or if they do something you don't like that you think goes against the pit, no killing, no fighting, no injuring, no making sick.
So the pit is not a being of violence anymore?
It wasn't. The
I feel
pit's
like
never
these
been
guys
a
have
being of
misinterpreted
violence.
everything very quickly.
Yeah, I'm confused. Since when has the pit ever been a being of violence?
I'm just creating more DM. I'm just creating everything for the Book of Carter.
The pit is not a being of violence. The pit is a being of love. And its love is a very gentle love,
So you're
a
saying
very merciful love.
that the anti-pit is more metaphorical,
Yeah,
and as darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that.
that is true.
Hate cannot drive out the anti-pit, only love.
It's true.
Okay.
But you must understand one thing. The anti-pit will always exist, for it is the balance of nature. Lightness can't exist without dark, but the dark was there first.
Shut up, Mewtwo. God.
Shut up! It's true.
Totally different thing.
If nothing is faster than light, then how did the darkness get there first?
Oh shit, bro, my mind.
Whoa.
You just said that, and they just like, oh. Everybody, the pit has spoken to me. And he turns around and starts repeating everything you've just said to the crowd as they start cheering.
All right. So, is everything in order?
And John looks at you and glares.
What? Well, I think I'm
You're a
doing a
fucking mess.
really good job.
You're
You-
a fucking mess.
You're pumping them full of lies.
But they're really good lies.
They're actually kind of poor lies, honestly. If we're
Yeah.
being
Eh,
there.
polar
You're just-
lies.
You're just pumping them full of fucking philosophical gobbledygook just to do what?
Well, look,
What
I've
are you-
literally tried telling them that the pit isn't real, that I'm not the pit leader, but they just fucking think that I'm the reincarnation of God or whatever. I
You're
literally
just-
can't get them off my back.
So you're just gonna give up and let you become some sort of symbol of
I'm
this
trying to
cult?
lead them in a direction. Dude, did you not hear him? He was literally about to sacrifice people. I'm trying to get them to turn away from that practice.
You're judging somebody for what they're doing in times of desperate need, and you're feeding on that.
Are you telling me? Oh God, I just started talking in a southern accent. Are you telling me? Are you telling me that I'm not allowed to pass judgment on someone that was literally about to start sacrificing people?
What I'm saying is you don't drown out lies with more lies.
Well, it seems to be working really well for now. Look, if we come back in 3 days and everybody's dead, I'll take full responsibility.
All right.
DM, please. DM, I've tried my best. I have tried my best to make this a peaceful religion of love. If I come back and everybody's fucking dead because they didn't accept the pit's love, I will be very angry.
Okay, so you find your way to the trading post. It's about 2 big buildings. It's almost like the palm has made about a mile-wide lagoon of this weird spongy material that's been the beach this whole time. And the hand looks like it's made out of stone. It has 4 main fingers, a thumb, 2 large ones, and a small, what you assume is a pinky. And you see in the palm 2 large golden brass buildings.
Making your building out of brass doesn't seem like the most efficient use of metal.
I mean, it looks like it's brass plated or bronze. It's brass colored.
Sure.
And it's the same material that most Warforged are made out of. It's not.
Ew.
That's why Warforged
Are they made out of building, or is the building made out of people?
I can't even answer that properly.
Okay, so everybody roll a perception check.
Oh God.
Hang on.
Ooh. 19.
23.
28.
Okay. 21 and 27 for the fish.
Okay. Yep. You all see some movement happen in the buildings. You can't tell what it is. It appears to be a figure, humanoid, maybe? But you can't tell what
I
it
wave.
is.
How far are we from the buildings?
The buildings, because they're huge buildings. They're like
I
half a
send
mile.
my dog in to check.
They're half a mile like long.
Oh,
and-
by the way, Douglas is the Archbishop of the Pit.
Okay, that's a point. Okay, that's gonna be canon now.
Wait, is this thing more than 60 feet away?
It's about like 100 feet away.
I don't wave.
That's okay. I don't see it either. Just the fish.
The fish sees it and tells you like, "Hey, there's somebody moving in that."
Jesus Christ.
Okay, that's perfect. Like, wait, what do you mean someone's moving?
So you're aware of it because you rolled high enough, but you don't see it.
I don't see it, but the fish tells me. And as they see this, you see me making awkward fish noises as I look down at the fishbowl.
So the buildings are each about half a mile wide, as they're almost in an L shape, but they're parallel, they're perpendicular to each other, but they're about half a mile apart. And you are walking to the one that's closest to you, closest to the ship. Do y'all just not do anything? Just sit there quietly?
Nah, I sit there quietly.
Do we
I
see
sit there in
any more
contemplation.
anything?
What? What'd you say, Helio?
Do we see any more of the motion that we spotted?
You see it kind of walking around. You don't see a whole lot of it, but you do see just some of it occurring. You can tell it's humanoid shapes. It kind of like the moment you see it, it's almost like corner of your eye type deal, and then it's just still.
That's probably safe. Hey, Reggie, there's people over there. You should go say hello.
Okay.
I'll follow behind Reggie at a safe distance.
I go over to go say hello.
Okay. So,
I'm just gonna quickly cast my ice armor ability, giving myself a coat of icy armor that perfectly fits and doesn't hinder my movement at all, just to be safe.
okay, everybody. You go up to the Sard building, you look to your left and look to your right, and it's just a huge brass wall with intricate carvings in it. And a large door that's about 10 feet wide. It's closed, but about 10 feet wide, and you just see every about 10 feet, almost like a slit windows you would see for archery, kind of just along the side of the building. So it would let in a lot of light, but it wouldn't let a lot of people see into the building.
Hmm. Wow, this place is emptier than Team Awesome. Than
Okay.
Channel Awesome.
But the door's not open, so you can't see in it, but you can see.
I'll try.
I go in. I knock.
Okay, you knock. Do you want to roll a perception check?
I can do that. Haha! 25.
Okay, you hear mumbling happening from inside, and then quiet. Apparently, whatever's in here isn't used to knocking.
I knock again.
Do you say anything or just knock?
I just knock.
Okay. You continue hearing mumbling and confused, like, talking to each other, but then it goes quiet again.
I guess there's nobody home.
I knock again.
Just continue. Please, just stop it. You hear a shout coming from inside.
Okay, I stop.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Hi. Could you open the door so we don't have to talk through the door?
Rather not.
We knocked and everything.
We would rather not.
Please?
I
Can
go
I
up
ask
to the
why?
door.
Okay, you go up to the door.
I cast open on it.
Okay, does that work with locked doors?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
No, it doesn't.
What's the lock made out of?
The same metallic material that Warforged are made out of.
Oh.
It's almost like a brass bronze alloy that's a lot stronger.
I wasn't paying attention. Did we try knocking? Did they respond to knocking? Usually
knock.
that works.
Are you
We're
one
just
of the?
gonna keep knocking?
Are you one of the Calborn?
Cowborn?
We're not
Cowboy.
cowboys.
What the fuck is that?
What is this,
There-
Brokeback?
What are you?
I am Aeon the Destroyer.
We're the remnants of the human civilization
And other
That's what
civilizations.
we are.
and other civilizations.
That's what we are.
Oh, right. Yeah, you guys are like Warforged, right?
Did you guys get here first?
There's a silence. How do you know?
I mean, seems pretty obvious.
Was it the voice?
Yes, it was the fucking voice.
And that's pretty racist, man. Not all the Warforged sound alike. Beep boop.
That was kind of racist.
That was kind of racist.
We're all racist out here.
Are we? I don't think we are.
We're
Are
not
you?
racist.
You seem to agree a lot with other people.
Yep.
Reginald's really friendly. You should just open up the door so we can talk.
How do I know you're not gonna kill us?
Because if I
You
was
know-
going to kill you, you'd be dead already. I am Aeon the Destroyer, the Magnificent Dragon.
I guess roll a persuasion check.
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Gets
20.
just overall 20.
Yeah.
I guess you're right, but why are you here?
Why are you here?
Well, our nation has kind of succumbed to a horrible plague that turns people into machines and then kills them. We were told that this island, I guess, which is the corpse of a giant titan, possibly has the answer to getting rid of the plague.
Let me talk real quick. And then it goes quiet in there.
Okay.
I mean, you've been talking this whole time. You don't have to
No,
talk any faster.
tonight. And air blows out of the windows as you see dust stir. And you hear a faint voice carried on this wind. And you hear mumbling.
What?
No. Let them leave. Let the dead be dead.
What?
Hello?
And then he comes back.
I
No.
cast,
No, he said you can't come in.
Who was that?
Did it just tell us to... Did it just tell you to let them live? Were you gonna
No.
kill us?
No.
So is this a door right here that we're at?
Yes, you're at a door.
Is there like any windows or anything, or is it just
Again,
a door?
the windows are like slits that you would shoot arrows out of.
How big of slits? Could a pseudo dragon fit through them?
I guess they could, yeah.
I fly through the slit.
All right.
I send Umbra with him.
Umbra.
Actually,
shadow-
first,
My shadow drifts away
Oh yeah,
from me.
explain that, please.
So my guy has had a bit of a he's not doing too good with the end of the world, and yeah, so he has a sentient shadow now.
right? Oh, that seems normal.
That seems normal.
I cast carry companion on my familiar and pick him up.
James. It's like, I'd rather... Oh, God! It fucking, like, turns into a small statuette.
And I put him in the pocket of my robes. And yeah, fly through the slit. I guess with a shadow with me.
The shadow just goes straight through the fucking wall.
That's
and
weird.
Just, like,
Yep, I fly through the slit.
Is there a crack at the bottom of the door?
There's a what?
Is the door tightly sealed, or is there like a crack at the bottom?
It's not tightly sealed. It's weather-worn, but whatever this material is, it does not rust. So it's not tightly sealed. There is air can get in and out. And if anything, you can get through the window. Also, it's metal.
yeah, Reggie, maybe you should just make us a door because they don't seem.
Well, that seems rude. I'm not just gonna make a door.
I'd rather you not make a door.
Then you should let us in before Reggie makes a door.
He said no.
Reggie.
I summon a giant worker, or I summon a giant soldier ant to dig underneath and unlock the door from the other side.
How big?
I actually don't know how big giant ants are.
So
It just says a thin, six-legged ant the size of a pony. Oh, okay, the size of a pony stands at the ready.
okay, this terrifying ant creature.
Hey, Mr. Ant is gonna come through and unlock the door from the other side. Please don't hurt him.
What?
So
And-
on the other side of the arrow slit.
Okay, you see a very decrepit Warforged, missing one of his arms, kind of leaning against the wall, doing the rubbing the bridge of his nose thing.
Hey, a lot of people seem to be doing that lately.
Just go away.
Don't
We
mind
don't
me,
want
I'm just
any
gonna
trouble.
let myself
And then I
in.
summoned a giant
the-
spider to try and get in through the top.
The arrow slit was open, so I
A
hope you
spider
don't
the
mind.
size of a man
You
crawls
have any
silently
tea? It's
from
been
the
quite a
depths
while
of
since
its
I've had a
tunnel.
good cuppa.
I hope you like spiders, because we've got another one coming in,
So
and it's big.
he looks at the pseudo dragon who snuck in with a sentient shadow. Then he looks out the keyhole, like there's like a one-way, almost like a crystal ball. So
As
it
he's
bends-
looking away, I summon Jenkins back.
So he looks at this crystal ball on his end, which looks outward. He then looks back and sees a man. He's like, what are you doing?
We're breaking and entering into your house, mate.
We're just entering. No breaking is going on.
He then looks back at the crystal ball and sees a giant ant.
Also a giant spider.
Who the fuck are you people?
We're trying to get information, and you're being very.
You're being extremely rude. We really just wanted to talk. We asked nicely to open the door, and then this is what happened.
We really haven't settled on a team name yet. I'm going for Team Jake, but now that Jake's gay, I guess I'm defaulting to Draco.
Who?
Oh my god, it's like the best book series ever!
Oh my god!
I thought humanity died.
I mean, I don't know how much of it is dead already, but the plague happened like 3 months ago. Yeah.
No, it happened 1,000 years ago.
Anyway, it's called the Dragon Lover Chronicles. You should look it up.
Right, you've been out of the loop for a while. Humanity survived, I guess, because it contained the necromantic spell inside a pit, and it was guarded by a lich for a very long time.
What?
What?
The point is, you were wrong. Humanity survived, but now humanity's dying again, and now you're not wrong anymore.
Spell.
So you should really open the door, and so we can talk.
Please.
In a roundabout way, I'm right?
Yes. Does that make you feel better,
No.
asshole?
No.
I didn't think it would. Now, could you please open the door?
You're all just...
We really just want to talk. I don't know why you're so upset.
He told you to leave.
Who? Who told us to leave?
Can I roll a diplomacy check?
Sure. And as he looks out, he sees hundreds of people behind you all.
Wait, what?
Remember, you're leading the group here. This is
right.
Hundreds of people. What? Why are you all here?
We're literally the last survivors from the continent. I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, he just
please.
He sees it's
big. Please. Does he see the giant spider?
Yes, and then he sees that there's literally 500 people just begging to be let back in. As he just sighs. It's not even a sigh, it's just a release of pressure. As the door slowly opens and you see a meek warforged, almost skeletal in nature. They usually have armor on them as plating, but it's all gone now. He's missing one of his arms.
You should really get the arm checked out, man. That looks pretty bad.
Well, I'll go up and offer to shake his hand, the one that remains.
Okay, he kind of shakes it almost like instinctual, like, hello,
Glad you finally opened the door.
Who are you?
I'm Dresman, and this is everybody else, and yeah.
Why have you come? Why have you all come?
We,
boredom.
We really didn't have other options, but I'm glad we did, because I've really dived into this whole novel thing. Maybe I'll write my own one day.
We really needed help.
Help with what?
I think we just told you.
We need to figure out how to stop the necromantic spell that's killing everybody.
Spell?
How much do you know?
A plague destroyed humanity. Apparently humanity is not destroyed. And
well,
spell?
Well, the plague was necromantic in nature, and it was a spell that was locked away and guarded by a lich, which died by mysterious circumstances. Gosh, who could have done that? And the spell was released, and now it's pretty much, I don't know how much of this continent it's destroyed, but I can only guess.
It's at the mainland?
Yes.
Yes.
And
apparently it's been there for a long time.
Yeah, it's been hiding.
Why come here?
Because
this was all that was left. We figured we could find answers here.
I don't
How to
have
stop
many.
it? Well, you may not. But from what we understand, the research that created the plague was done on this landmass.
Yes, that is true.
So we figured that there might be a way to stop it here.
After a moment, he just kind of comes to a sudden realization. Then he puts his hand back out and starts shaking the air as if he is holding hands. Says, "My name is Ha."
Hey, what's going on, Ha?
Hi.
My name is Carter Drang. Okay. My name is Carter Drang. This here is Dresmond. The slime over there is Reggie.
They don't know I'm a slime. I'm in armor.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
right,
armor.
sorry. He's a slime, but he's really nice. And that man over there is John. And the dragon that's on his shoulder is Aeon.
And who is the spider?
Oh, that's just... you can leave now.
The spider
And the
just walks
spider
away.
just... Yeah, the spider just burrows back underneath the ground. Same with the ant.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. I didn't know I could do it either. I mean, not until a few months ago. It's kind of weird. I could talk to, like, normal animals. I just didn't think I could do it to, like, insects.
That's
It's weird,
really,
mate.
That's
It's
really all
really
that's
weird.
left on this island.
Wow. I guess I got pretty lucky. Well, I guess we have some catching up to do. If there's any information you can give us.
Did the Calborn send you at all?
What is that? I don't know what that is.
They're what own the island now.
They're what?
They own the island now.
I don't know what that
What
is.
they are? What
Yeah,
are you
I-
talking about?
They're
I've never heard of such a thing.
they're
Cowborn? Do they look like cows?
no Cal CAU born.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what that is.
They were here from when this
Wait,
Titan.
hang on. Are
existed.
you talking about the weird shell things? With the long fingers and
That
they
describes
look.
that describes everything on this fucking island.
Yeah, They own this island?
Most of it.
I thought they. I'm gonna do a knowledge nature
Okay.
on what the Cowborn are.
Or knowledge planes, either one, or knowledge dungeoneering, whichever one. Or
All right,
Arcana.
I'll do dungeoneering.
Oh,
I
Arcana?
have none of those things.
All out Arcana or planes or. Basically, the type of knowledge you roll is how.
All right, that's a 23.
On what?
Dungeoneering.
You know that they're creatures. They're intelligent because they're a hive mind.
Right.
And they're giant, like, it comes to mind, like, oh yeah, those things. You don't know, like, oh, they like this or they dislike that.
Well, I know what they look like. They're like big alien-looking things.
Right,
They look like the alien from Alien.
they're
The
almost
xenomorph.
they're humanoid
That's
in shape
terrible.
with huge carapaces on
They're
them.
these big, disgusting, eyeless entities that kind of, to me, they kind of look like disgusting mushrooms. And I know they're magic. I just don't know. I guess there's some sort of like they've got mind stuff going on. They've got like some weird psychic stuff going on, but that's about all I know.
23 on Arcana and 25 on Planes.
Okay,
How did the Cowborn get here?
they rode in here on the Titan.
What?
When the Titan lived, the Calborn were parasites on them. On it.
What? But they should be in. They shouldn't even be in this world.
The Titan is not of this world.
Oh, god damn it.
What?
So I guess the Cowborns are basically like they're kind of like mind flayers. They kind of just eat knowledge. That's basically it. I wouldn't really necessarily call them evil.
That sounds pretty evil.
They're
Well, are the ones here hostile?
they just consume and take, and this is all we have.
Well, shit.
Who is we? Who have you been talking to anyway?
Wait, no. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. The Titan's not dead, is it?
It is.
Well, I mean, are you talking to it? Is that what you've been talking to? Have you been talking to the Titan? That'd be a really funny twist if it was.
No,
If it
actually,
do.
I've been talking to a survivor.
Wait, what?
Another one like us. One that lived since the plague.
Another Warforged?
3 months doesn't seem like a very long time to be alive.
Reggie, he's talking about the one that happened thousands of years ago.
It's
Oh.
we don't we don't know
Fucking
what
Reggie.
we don't know what it is anymore.
Can we say
Whoa.
hi?
That sounds ominous.
Sure, you can say
So we
hi.
have two. So we have
Hi.
two. So now we have two problems.
Do we?
The fuck was that? Yeah, we have the thing that doesn't know whether or not it's a Warforged anymore, and we have the Callborn. I really don't want the Callborn to find these guys and suck their brain juice out.
Well, and the purple worms, those are bad.
What the fuck,
The
dude?
what?
The purple worms?
Yes, big purple worms eat everything.
How big?
Bigger than you. Depends
Can
on
I
how
roll a
old.
knowledge
Do
dungeon?
you mind if we bring everybody inside, like now? Like, this is a pretty big building. I'm sure you've got some spare rooms
I
around.
rolled a 24 on knowledge dungeoneering.
Okay,
And I guess, yeah.
you know that purple worms are fucking ginormous.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my god, how did they even get on here? They're supposed to inhabit the underground,
their
not titans.
parasites took over after the culture died.
Oh my god.
Also, poisonous mushrooms don't affect us, but you might.
Well,
Mushrooms?
all I know is that a lot of people got rich after killing purple worms because they eat a lot of dirt, which in addition has a lot of precious gems in it, but those things are a bitch to kill.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're literally huge. The
Yes.
mouth alone is the size of a giant cow.
Yeah.
Yep, we're bringing everybody inside. I go
Well,
out and I
more?
start rallying everybody and directing them into the building.
Okay. Should I also warn you about the myceloids, or is that too
Oh
much?
my god, warn us about everything, mate. With the
I just,
myceloids?
yeah. They mind control mushroom type creatures.
Oh, I hate this place.
I mean, everybody can come in, I guess, and you
I
open.
wasn't.
God,
I-
please.
yeah.
And just like hundreds of people just start making their way in.
It's a large
Yeah, I
building.
rolled a 25 on knowledge nature for myceloid.
They are
They're a human-shaped fungus.
they're a human-shaped fungus, and they have the ability to basically like charm people
Oh
through
god.
their parasitic.
Spore domination, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
God damn it. So we've got... Oh my god, how did all these horrible things get here?
Parasites.
Did they all come with the Titan?
Yes, I've been saying this a lot.
So basically what you're telling me is the Titan came from another world,
Mhm.
sick with a bunch of different parasites,
Yes.
and then just kind of died here. Like an
What
asshole.
a dick.
To be 100% honest, I did not make the connection between the parasites and death, but that may have been 100% what happened. Like,
So this asshole, so this motherfucker basically had like saws, and then went into like a village and died, and then spread it everywhere.
yeah,
What's
there's
the village, I
Dick.
guess.
yeah, there's like a 72.3333% chance that is correct.
God damn it. Alright, anything else that this thing has? There isn't like syphilis monsters on this thing.
I mean, what do you want to know?
I want to
That's
know
gross.
every single possibly dangerous species on this Titan.
Boletes, Phycomids,
Humans.
yeah, there's a little
You're
more
really knowledgeable for somebody who doesn't get out a lot.
No, I've 1,000 years of cowering in fear with my family.
Boete? How do you spell that?
I grab the hilt of the fucking sword, and I just kind of like mentally think to the fucking lich, see? Somebody using their 1,000 years wisely. And then I let go.
Damn. How do you spell Boete?
I can't figure out a better solution than this.
Mitch, how do you spell Boete? Actually, can I just roll for all of that?
Yeah.
Alright. So all of my rolls were above 20 for
Okay.
every one of those species.
Boletes are giant. They're called ground sharks or earth sharks.
Oh god.
They dig around and then they come up and attack. What else did I say?
Didn't we fight one of those in your campaign?
No.
No, I'm talking to Nathaniel.
What?
Didn't we fight an earth shark in your campaign?
Probably.
I believe it's pronounced phycomids. Again, I'm awful. They're acidic mushrooms that grow in like awful green sludge. The Cullborn are everything. The purple worm. I think. Is there anything you don't know about?
How what I don't know is how you've survived this long, if that's what's here.
I've been in this building for the past 780 years.
That's messed
So the
up.
wall's pretty solid then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, they don't try to attack. We are not biological, so we do not fit their requirements for sustenance.
Well, I have bad news about your building.
Mm.
Your building is now like a delicious oyster or crab or something. It's got like a hard exterior, but all kinds of juicy stuff inside.
I did not take that into account with the literally 537 individuals.
I'm glad you were keeping count because none of us had actually done that, and thank you. That was actually pretty helpful.
You're welcome, I guess.
I
will just. I don't know if you want to know the odds, but the chance of everyone
never tell me the odds.
Everyone in this building
Please don't. I'm serious.
being
Don't
attacked.
tell me. I don't. Please stop.
It has
Stop.
increased
Stop.
exponentially with every individual who has entered. I will just leave it at that.
Well, I mean, if it was exponentially from 0, because it was 0 before, then we're still
No,
good.
it was exponentially from like 0.0001 rounded up.
So we're still fine, right? Like that's probably fine, right? Like that.
You know, as terrible as a suggestion it might be, everyone might be better suited on the boats and kind of living on the water, just off the shore.
What about food? Do you have enough food?
What do you eat?
I don't eat. Food went bad a while ago. Mushrooms are edible. Foul tasting, I assume, but edible.
Yeah, pretty sure everyone's screwed, but we'll figure something out, right?
I mean, what did the people eat when they lived here?
Rations from the garden, all gone.
Where was the garden?
Garden was in the main town. Upon the other hand, days travel west.
Well, we'll go fix the garden. We'll solve all of our problems backwards.
What about the plague? I feel like you're just kind of masking the issues of
I mean, the plague's not here, right? And if we don't keep these people alive, then your whole "oh no, humanity's dead" thing, well, that's going to be true. So,
I actually came to terms with it 300 years ago, so
it really only took you 300 years, or what, like 700 years to come to terms with the fall of humanity?
yeah.
Only 700.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it should take you longer than that.
Well, we're not built to be very emotional beings. I apologize.
Clearly.
And as you see, a couple other Warforged kind of like walk out of like other rooms. They all seem to be of different disrepair of some kind, as they're all fairly beaten. You see pieces of rock and stuff stuck in some of them, limbs missing. You see them creating makeshift legs and wheels to help move them around. As they all seem to be very poorly off.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
I wish to do a heal check and see if there's any way I can assist these guys in fixing them.
Okay, that would be more of a craft check, but
They're living sentient creatures, you know. 29 on heal?
You know that you will melt them if you try to touch them, because you are acidic.
I've got magics, though.
Like,
and profession woodworking.
Make
you
them
can
a bunch of prosthetic limbs.
You can make some prosthetic wood limbs if you tried real hard, but nothing that they haven't already done. So why did you come here?
Mm-hmm.
You all just came here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I mean, I just kind of ran into these guys a few months ago. They just kind of showed up into my town and said that there was a plague coming and we evacuated. But from what I've gathered from conversations I've overheard, they think that there was some history or research that was going on here that may have led to the creation of whatever that plague thing was.
He nods in agreement.
So they were looking for information, and considering, I guess, everything is at stake here, I'm looking to help out too. Because clearly, we're not going to be able to survive here with the 500 people that helped escape from that plague. So I guess that would be probably the best play to start, finding a way to keep these guys alive and have us work for the information, if that makes any sense.
We can watch over them.
It's not good.
But we cannot help you beyond that. We cannot go out there. We have suffered too many casualties so far. And after a second, you just hear the wind blow from wherever, and you notice, like, almost as if they're like horns in the wall, just bells. The bells of horns kind of like protruding from the wall, just let out a raspy voice. Why do you come here and defile our land?
Weren't you listening at all?
Yes.
Well, then you know. Stop asking dumb questions. Just because you're the wind doesn't mean you can ask stupid questions.
Why come to a graveyard?
Because there's nowhere else to go.
If not to bury your dead.
mean, this is a pretty terrible place to bury anyone.
And yet we make do.
I mean, that was your choice. You're the ones that came to,
You think we choicing?
I mean, everybody's got a choice, so yeah, I do.
What sounds like laughing comes from the horns.
Spellcraft check on the talk.
Okay, spellcraft?
Yeah.
Okay.
11. Is it a spell?
No. No. No.
okay.
It just sounds like a man talking very wispily into a horn. But of course that's with an 11, so... A general intelligence check or perception check, you guys can kind of figure out more about this voice if you want.
Mm-mm.
Leave this land.
No.
Let your people die somewhere else. This graveyard is full.
Make us, nerd. I've killed a ghost. I'll do it again.
You
Who
hear
are you
off.
people?
You hear off in the distance a horn go off, and the ground shake.
Oh, that's really bad.
Whee!
Make us, Ned.
Wow.
That's probably bad.
I'm gonna go investigate that horn.
Okay.
Close the front door.
Do you walk outside?
I peek outside.
Okay. It appears to be, again, off in the distance. These structures, as you can kind of tell by the map that was described to you and by the image, that every yellow spot is a structure. There are 5 main points of interest. Actually, 6. Sorry, not including this one. So 5, not including this one. It appears to be coming from the head, or at least that direction.
I hope it's not calling anything.
I mean, it was a horn. It certainly sounds like it's calling something.
I said leave.
And we said no, so...
Okay. Reggie, don't listen to him.
Okay.
Good boy. Alright. Alright. I've got a proposition for you, mysterious voice.
It's quiet.
How about you let us finish our business, we find the answers we're looking for, and then after that we'll get the fuck off of your Titan.
How about this? You won't die horribly if you leave.
I checked to make sure that everyone is still here.
What is the thing on the wall that he's speaking out of?
It's like a horn.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it and just rip it off the fucking wall.
Okay. It's almost weird. You rip it off the wall. It's not being held in by something, as it just, the air coming out of it just starts just changing form. Like, it sounds almost muffled now that there's nothing amplifying it.
What is the horn made out of?
It's made out of the same metal, brass-like metal that everything else in this.
Let's feed it to Reggie.
Okay. You just toss it to Reggie. The horns now. You just get bits and pieces of conversation, of talking, and it's starting to get angrier, as you can tell.
I'm gonna take out like some extra like blanket or some extra like cloth or something that I got out of my backpack, and I'm just gonna stuff it in the fucking hole.
Ha is getting very nervous and like, could you please not?
I
Like,
just did.
please.
I'm doing it.
He's yeah.
What is that?
That is our leader.
Oh, so you guys are offending the guys that will murder us. Got it.
No, we're not, I mean, no, we're not gonna. We can't fight you. We promise that. But this is no place for the living. This land.
Well, it's going to be a temporary haven for the living, I say, as I fucking shove more cloth into the hole and stop the fucking thing.
Just feed it to Reggie, man.
Well, the hole, it's still blowing fucking air. I'm trying to block it up so he stops muffling at us.
You know he has like a horn like that in like every room.
Well, Guess we gotta get to work. You guys got any extra like cloth or curtains or something?
Could you not?
I'd like to not waste supplies. Just trying to keep this guy quiet.
I'm sorry. Do you think there's any way we could make something work here? We kind of had to leave what looked like mechanical grinding, flesh-destroying creatures coming after our village that we literally had to spend 3 months on the water to avoid. And the small hope we might be able to find.
Yeah, seriously, mate. You don't understand what we've been through.
Just temporarily, like, hold up here and find something to work.
We can't stop you, and he can't do anything to stop the people from staying in this building. But outside there, we cannot help you stop him.
Stop him?
Him, it,
Your leader or something else?
the leader.
Oh boy.
Why is your leader such an asshole?
Yeah.
Where's your leader at?
Seriously.
He's
Up in the head, right?
more than that.
Oh god, if you're gonna tell me he's all around, is he?
We think maybe, we don't know.
I say we go investigate the head, because I don't want to investigate the rest of this island with this asshole, like, possibly threatening us at every
How
corner.
does he keep tabs on you guys?
He can see and hear, and he points to the horns, and then he points to some strange gem thing in the corners of the rooms.
Okay. I flip the gem thing off, then I pull out my fucking sword.
Are you good? Are you gonna kill us? I don't.
No, I smashed the gem.
Okay. Magic dispels.
No, mate, we don't mean you any harm. We just want to find answers.
You're kind of cutting us off from our only communication with the outside.
Well, maybe if he didn't
Dresman, stop, dude.
all,
Hey, Dresman, knock it
he
off.
threatened to kill everybody.
I don't. Well, I kind of care, but
No, he said
we don't
you would,
need to be making acts of violence here.
He said you would not die horribly if you did not leave.
I'll take my chances with dying horribly. His threats
Can't
are
be worse
fucking
than
empty.
sex with a mind flayer, but you know, whatever.
I don't know how to help you.
Well, I think you've already helped us enough. You've given us a place for our people to take shelter for now, and that's pretty helpful. But we've just got to find a way to get everybody, fed and taken care of, and then we'll solve all the other problems that we've dug up.
Wait, you dug up?
Dug up? I mean, we're discovering them.
Yeah, not literally digging them up, unless you actually want to go and dig up the worm things you were talking about.
No, I'm good. Are you going to go get food first, or we can...
I walk out. Are there any birds on this island?
No.
No wildlife except for the insects and the worms and the other creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Insects are edible.
I call another giant spider.
Okay.
I want you to go, and then it's like, I want you to go scout out the head for me, if you can.
Where?
And then bring back the head of the island north of here.
That's a 2 days travel.
You can do it, mate. I believe. Can I inspire the spider?
I guess.
We haven't left the Warforges yet, have we?
No.
I want to give the guy we've been talking to a medallion.
Oh, okay. What is this?
It's yours!
Okay, but what is it?
Yep. Is this... Alright, I rolled a 19 on diplomacy to inspire the spider.
You just gonna...
If you're using Summon Nature's Ally, that only lasts 5 rounds or something.
Right,
It's
yeah,
fine.
no. He's like, okay, I'll go do it. And then you see him walk away, get distracted by a shiny object, and then just kind of do his own thing for a minute.
He'll get back to us. Alright, I'm getting tired. I gotta go to bed.
Okay, do you want to stop there for the night, or
That
do you
seems
want
like a good place to stop.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
He'll get back to us.
So what kind of novels do you guys have here?
We have.
We have like 1,000 copies of the Dresden Files.
Anything relating to romance. I'm kind of getting into romance lately. Reading a really good book series. You should try
We
it
have
out.
the novelization of The Shape of Water.
Man, Greg, your fucking campaign world turns everybody gay.
These Warforged are also all gay with each other.
Ironically enough, it is a little bit gay. You see, Draco was supposed to meet Stella under the pale moonlight, but he got drugged by
Instead, he
Jake.
met Jake.
Oh my god.
It was a gay romance novel the whole time, and then
In the next
book, Stella
morning,
isn't even
Draco,
there.
although he is a heterosexual, he's confused because he's starting to feel emotions for Jake after his night. So now he's at an impasse. Does he go after Stella, his one love, or does he stay with Jake, the man he knows?
Oh boy! All right, I'm gonna go to
It's
bed.
such a crossroads!
Good night.
I can't wait! I need to get back to the ship and get pot 7!
But why?
What? Because pot 7 comes after pot 6, you dingus!
Why?
So, are you still streaming?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have any last words they want to do?
I'm still Team Jake!
Jesus Christ.
Me too.
I have no idea how you guys survived murdering, or I guess you would have had to murder an entire village because you probably would have pissed them off on the way there.
Aeon's been reading reading excerpts to Reggie as bedtime stories, but Reggie just doesn't go to sleep. But every now and then he just pretends to fall asleep, so Aeon stops reading.
I hate this group. I really do.